happening. Listen, before this episode starts, we just thought we'd make a little clip to let you know that anyone who doesn't know, we now have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/another one podcast. And there's like a few different tiers on there. And we can go and get where you can sign up to us. And it helps us make this podcast. Helps us pay for the podcast. Helps us make it better. Helps us improve and put more content out. We've got big plans for things we want to do. Haven't we? Since
Yes, we have. We've got big plans. We have got big plans.
Yes, Rob. Yes.
No, we have got big plans, and without anyone signing to the Patreon, this will die.
Yeah.
This will go away eventually, because if we can't make it work financially, we can't keep doing it, can we?
No, we can't just keep throwing fucking...
No, and we've got Aftermill to buy, and that fucking costs.
We've got kids to pay for. Yeah. Listen, I'll be honest, if I can't provide, I'll leave.
Yeah.
So...
And we already know.
You don't want to make an orphan.
We already know how it's going, don't we? So we needed to be giving us something back.
Yeah, please.
Because we're bleeding here.
My kids are begging. My kids begging.
So sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/another one podcast.
That's it. There's 3 different tiers, loads of different prices.
Pick one.
Help
sign
us.
Up. You won't even notice it going out your bank. It's a couple of quid.
Less than a Tesco meal deal. Oh, well, maybe more than Tesco meal deal.
You'd buy a starving man a meal deal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm starving.
That's what we are.
Look at me.
Look at him.
Do you
think this?
Help.
Another one.
What's happening, everyone?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to 112 episode with me, Simon Wozniak, co-host Rob Thomas, and we've got returning guest, second time?
Yeah, second time.
Oh,
does it count?
Hatty Preston.
Is it third because it counts? Because yesterday counts?
No.
Okay, fine, second time.
Second time for Hatty.
The cushions after last night's behaviour.
I really like them. That's not what you wanted me to do.
One of mine?
And we've got Tez Ilyas as well.
Hi, Tez.
Third
time. Hat-trick ball for Tez.
Did you want a cushion?
No, but...
Do you want one to cuddle?
Why have I not offered one?
Well, they actually were both on the couch. So I don't know why that I'm not
I love this.
I'm alright, I don't need them.
Sure, because I'm really happy here.
I'm fine.
I just wonder whether she's doing it as like a protection thing.
Comfort.
Drunk last night, you see, and
I've seen these boys really fly.
Not really sure what I said. So
what was happening last night?
We had the live.
What I wasn't invited to.
We had the live show.
You wouldn't have come. So
ask him. You haven't gone to. Would you have come to a live?
I wouldn't have bought a ticket.
We had our live.
Would you have come to the afternoon recording 3 till 5 of this podcast
in front of a live audience?
In front of a live audience.
Is it paid?
No.
No.
I might have been busy. I don't know.
Right.
No, I would have come.
There was a lot of alcohol consumed.
No, that I wouldn't have done.
Right.
I might have come.
Right.
Just ask me next time.
I will do, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Did you not get a text?
Well, consider yourself invited to all events that another one put on.
Okay, cool.
And we didn't advertise the show, so therefore...
Yeah, run me by that, because you said that at the beginning of the show. Like, you just didn't tell people. It was like a secret one.
No energy. No, it
wasn't a secret one. It was like everything we do.
Okay.
Unprofessional, not thought out properly. So we got someone to make an advert for us. 2 adverts.
Great.
Video adverts for social media. So we put it on social media, put it on the start of every episode. But start of every video episode. So all the audio listeners just didn't get an advert. And 80% of the people are audio listeners.
Of course, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
Where was it?
So unless you... hot water.
Okay.
It was just carnage. We just do it every year.
Did people come though?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 50. 40.
Yeah, sound.
But like, for how popular the podcast is, it should be more, but unprofessional.
Can I tell you my favourite part of the whole podcast?
Please do.
The whole live podcast.
Well, hang on, because
we have a 6-week rule.
We don't discuss anything. We give it 6 weeks to let it rest and let life.
You have to respect.
Right.
Time.
I mean,
okay.
Time's healing process.
You can say it.
No, can I?
Go on then.
What's the healing process for?
Just time heals all wounds.
Okay.
And
anxiety.
Okay, all right then.
Now.
Okay,
no.
No.
You know, just say it. Just say it.
Yeah,
okay, I'll say it. So Tez, so they got a little bit anxious about whether these people had come to see their podcast or whether they were sheltering from the rain. Rob and Simon just ended up in a little anxiety spiral about like whether the people were really here for them or it was very much precipitation led. And then so Phil came on stage, Phil Ellis, to attempt to rudder the ship, which is saying something.
That's the worst.
Right, and he started a Q&A, which I actually thought was genius, and I love the Q&A, one of my favourite bits. And the first question, someone put their hand up, and he was like, "Yes, you, sir." And he goes, "What's the actual name of the podcast you do?" At which point,
Did they have like an American accent? Because that would have topped it off.
at which point, I felt the purest form of joy I think I've ever felt. It was so good.
Was it paid entry?
Yeah.
Then you can assume that.
Yeah, exactly.
They know what they've come for.
Well, you assume it, but then like people were saying, "Oh, it was a tenner," so we just thought it'd be better than the free thing later on.
Oh wow!
It was so great.
Marketing, mate. Marketing, innit?
Were they right?
Well, it was an open mic night, so we hope so.
Oh yeah.
And then you made a Polish friend, didn't you?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't round by the end of it,
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
certainly
Was
did.
nationality important to the story?
Well,
Well,
according to Hatty.
Yeah, because he said that. He was
Well,
like, I'm studying
I asked
Polish,
him
and
where
it was
he's
your
from.
last name that he saw and was like, oh, that'll be
Maybe that'll be useful.
that'll be
to come
useful,
and see.
100%. Yeah, this is good for my thesis.
Well, he's there on his own, you see. So I was like, wow, you come on your own. And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, sound, where you from? He's like, London. I was like, oh, where you from? Like, where's your heritage? Like, the racist question. And he was like, London. I was like, all right, sound, yeah. Okay, that's put me in my place. And then I was like, how can you come to this? What you do? He's like, oh, study. I do Polish studies. I was like, do you listen to our podcast? He was like, no. I was like, why have you come to this then? I went, oh, I just realised it's because you saw Wozniak and went, that'll be a bit of me, isn't it? And he was like, sort of.
Was it?
Cousins on that?
Yeah. He got a photo with you at the end. I saw it.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, I really loved it. Yeah.
Do you ever get like stopped on the street and people are like, are you Polish?
No.
You don't have a Polish look.
Well, I don't get stopped in the street for anything. No one ever
No?
goes, are you Polish? I don't think.
I don't think anyone gets stopped in the street ever and asked if they're Polish. Do they? Is that a thing?
I think Eastern European people have a look.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But that's normally clothes. That's probably as well.
I ain't saying
The clothes add to it.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
You said that you're better dressed than the average
Yeah.
Polish man is what?
Like Danny Deegan
Or
looks
worse,
Polish.
Danny
I don't know.
Deegan looks
Danny
more
Deegan
Polish
looks
than me, I
Polish.
reckon.
Right.
Very tight-fitting
Looks
sports
like he washes
jackets.
cars, Danny Deegan.
Yeah.
Big arms.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't mind. I'm happy to be Polish.
Yeah.
Because you are.
Yeah.
You got any family left there?
No, well, I don't know. Maybe, not sure.
Feels like you're happy to
the
be
war,
Polish.
The war
Yeah.
divided it all up, and then that was it.
All right.
Just
So there's another one podcast live documentary
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
in that.
I'd love to go and see your
Yeah,
heritage,
who do you think you are?
Go to
That's
your-
your
go to your
episode.
parents'
Yeah.
village.
That'd be great.
I assume it's a village.
Yeah. Oh, I really.
and not Warsaw.
Yeah, I really.
yeah, I
hope,
do stand up for the donkey back home.
I really hope
need
it's
a new
sort of like.
Back home.
We need a new donkey.
I hope it's run down because then I'd get on with them better than you. We'd have more in common.
I don't
And then
know.
you'd have a cob on then I'm getting on with your family and you're not.
Give a shit. No, I don't know.
Should we just book some EasyJet flights and try and find your family?
I've never been to Poland.
Have you never?
No.
Which side of your family? Obviously, Dad.
You said that like
Dad.
as if it's France.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not from
Yeah, but I've been to
Poland.
Poland.
Yeah.
I have as well.
Yeah. So that's
you been
just
to
you.
Poland?
No.
Oh well.
No.
Half the pod's been to Poland.
Half the
That's
pod's been and not you.
Yeah.
Well, why am I
Where did
going?
you go?
Not Warsaw. What's the other one?
Krakow.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Wisla Krakow.
Yeah.
Did you go and see
The Dragon.
The what?
Oh no, the Auschwitz.
No, I was only there for 2 days. I just didn't have time. It was. I was doing. I've got a book for a corporate.
Oh yeah.
And then I didn't have the first day. Our flight got delayed in Amsterdam for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So we lost that day.
Right.
And then the next day I had to do the corporate in the evening. And there wasn't. I didn't think that
In
Auschwitz.
Poland?
Yeah, it's not the absolute foreplay, is it?
Yeah, I
Before
thought
a
I'd go
gig.
to Auschwitz
Yeah.
and then go do a gig.
Yeah.
Because knowing me, I would have ended up talking about it, and I thought that wouldn't be a good idea. And then next day the flight was dead early. So
Right.
Yeah.
I'll have to go again.
I never went because I was hungover. I was like, I'm too
It's not-
fragile for.
Also, I'm not into Nazis and that. So
What do you think
I don't
about
think they
Auschwitz
were.
being a
innit?
hot spot,
Yeah.
a hot spot for people to visit?
I think if it means so much to you, then grand, yeah. But for me, I wouldn't like tick it off as like a box ticking exercise.
Wouldn't you?
No, but if I was like, if I was with someone that it meant a lot to, I'd go, yeah.
Oh no,
I
definitely.
wouldn't avoid it either, but it wouldn't be a box ticking exercise for me.
No, it's something I think I'd have to like. I went and seen one afterwards because I felt so bad for not seeing it while I was there.
As in another Auschwitz.
Yeah, well, not
Because
Auschwitz.
there's only one Auschwitz.
No, but another camp.
Camp.
Right.
Yeah, because like
You just felt bad.
One of the lesser camps.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, they actually had a nice
This
time
step
there.
camp's got nothing on the other one.
They were fine. Yeah, it was like a summer camp.
The
yeah.
latitude to the Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Shittest death camp I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I just think you sort of should as well.
I mean, just Anne Frank's.
I was going to say, if you went to Amsterdam to do that, they've done that really well.
But the third time I went to Amsterdam, I went to Anne Frank's. The third time I was like, I can't
keep going and not
go this time.
I've walked past Anne Frank's house.
Yeah.
The queue was too big for me to go in.
Yeah,
so I was like,
but that's like fascinating.
Yeah, that's brilliant. They've done.
You really
it's not brilliant. It's not brilliant.
It's a good to actually go
see. They've done it brilliantly.
Nice it's a good.
Art deco.
It's basically a museum.
Yeah, they've gone really Soho House with it, and I respect that. Yeah.
Oh, I love the Scandi.
I don't know what she was complaining about. It was lush. Yeah.
It's more space than I thought.
Yeah.
Get that Geordie fella who does all the renovations going around there.
No, it's a museum in it, and it's a good one.
Interesting. Yeah. I've been on been to Berlin when done the walking tour. That was dead good. They tell you to take you to Hitler's bunker, which is a car park
in Berlin.
Now. Yeah.
That's what I like about Germany. Well, Berlin. I've been in Berlin a couple of times, and I like that they don't hide their history.
They're really
once upon a time we were awful, and you can see it if you want. But like us lot are just like, what?
I know.
We've done nothing bad.
What do you mean the empire wasn't great for everyone?
If you even suggest that we might have, then
But I think that's part of the fun about like when you start traveling when you go to all these museums, you go to all these places, it just becomes the tour of the world. Like every single museum, when you go to all these like far-flung countries and then doing their museum, being like, oh, for fuck's sake, again? I was in Hong Kong and did that museum, and I was like, this will be great to see the history of Hong Kong. We're having a lovely time halfway around. Opium, you know, like,
how old are you?
Old enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
remember when Hong Kong
absolutely
went back. And you know when you're confused, when you confuse the kid going, why did we have it?
Yeah.
You just gotta don't know why. Because you look at the map going, that's bare for. Like, why have we got that in the first place?
Big whole ceremony. It's a big whole ceremony for it. And you're like, why are they celebrating? Like, what's going on? And they're like, they're getting the country back. And you're like,
was it 97?
Yeah.
We gave it back. Yeah. I remember it on the TV, but I was little. I didn't really.
98.
Yeah.
I think it was 98.
Anything pre-98.
No, 97 was a huge year. We lost Diana around Hong Kong. Huge year for Chris.
I've been watching The Crown as well. I think.
But Spice Girls released their first album, so I'd argue
Labour came in.
Oh yeah?
And they were good for about 3 years.
Yeah. Huge year for us.
3 years, yeah. Good times.
I've been watching The Crown, Diana. Oh, I think she might have been my perfect woman.
Wait, Princess Diana or Elizabeth Debicki?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because I've been watching The Crown.
Yeah.
She's
playing confused. Yeah.
Have you seen the Kristen Stewart one?
The what?
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart did one, didn't she?
Not
The Crown, but
she plays the Princess Diana
like
film.
last year.
Oh no, not seen is it that film?
Have you seen it?
Is it? No, I wouldn't watch anything.
No, I
she's
wouldn't.
In. No.
Yeah. I didn't need to see her just like shrug for 2 hours.
I just think she does the same thing in every film she's in.
Who's Kristen Stewart? She the one from
Twilight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's just like I don't know.
Just every film's like
Bell.
Every film's like
I'm so feeble. Yeah.
I don't know.
She feels anemic. Like I know that was kind of like that would have helped her in Twilight. I think actually maybe if she'd been anemic, but if she wasn't.
Twilight, I've seen the first one, and she just sat by a window for half of it because her boyfriend had gone. Yeah. Her boyfriend was 100 years older than her.
Yeah.
No one questions that. Like,
why are we fine?
Why are they still in school?
Even if you go by like half your age plus 7, it's still quite far
it's
out.
not the one. 100. Do you think it starts again though?
But he's 100. But in his brain though, he's 120.
Yeah.
Do you think it starts again after 100? Like you're so sort of like feeble and like that it starts again. But no, not if you're in the body of a 19-year-old boy. Then no, it doesn't.
No, because you're still 120.
You're still cerebrally a paedophile.
Like if you're like 32, right? And you're suddenly your mind or you woke up again suddenly and you were 17, 16, 15, whatever, right? But you still got this brain now, this 32-year-old Simon brain.
Oh God, that's...
And say you're a girlfriend at the time, who was like 15, 16, you couldn't snog her.
No.
You'd be like, because in your head you're 32.
Do you know what do you know what other film does this? Have you seen Big recently?
Not recently, no.
Well, what am I recognised as? Am I recognised as a 16?
No, everyone thinks you're 16. You're walking up, you're in your mum's gaff.
But legally, am I? You're like,
you're exactly 16.
You're not breaking any laws.
You're not breaking any laws, but in your head, you're 32.
So then, what is the legal age of consent for? Is it for because your body is too strong or your brain is too strong?
We had this on our podcast, didn't we? We spoke about this.
Okay.
Did we?
I'm sure we spoke about the idea.
You recycling?
Oh, the age, like when age of consent was brought in.
Yeah.
It was Khaled. So
we're going.
Like, what was it brought in?
Yeah, to protect. Yeah. What was it? Yeah.
We think, my guess was, judging by the history, it was brought in over mortality rates given birth.
Yeah.
You can die a lot in
So-
childbirth.
Yeah.
So the
Which is the
childbirth,
little ones who
it was
weren't
like,
ready, yeah.
if we just wait one more year, then maybe like 10% or more of them will live. So
Yeah.
Right.
So
let's
yeah,
wait
you
one more
consent,
year.
you're going like, oh, we bought in because you can't have kids yet. Well, then now it's bought in because to stop people just fucking people.
Just-
It was never to do with.
It was not
mentality,
not
yeah,
safety.
yeah,
It wasn't.
yeah.
It
It
was
wasn't
safety,
safeguarding.
physical.
Yeah,
The bigger point is that Edward Cullen was a bit noncy.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
massive.
the
Yeah,
biggest.
yeah, massive.
Just
Right.
generally vampires.
But I would like
probably
to
are.
again, big. She like there's that final scene where he's been an adult in the office and she had this great big crush on a 10-year-old, and we're all
Yeah.
fine with that. And then right at the very end, when he walks, she drops him off at his house, and as he's walking, he becomes a child again, and she looks at him in the rearview mirror, and she's like, "Oh," and you're like,
Oh, so he looks
I'd-
40,
I'd be
but has got the
Yeah.
mind of a 10-year-old.
I'd be
Yeah.
sick in my
Yeah,
mouth. Like I'd be
yeah.
sick in my and in the car. Like if I through the rearview mirror saw the person I'd been sharing a bed with become a child, like I'd be sick in my mouth.
And he's been a child
and
the whole
she's just like,
and mentally he's been a child the whole time.
Yeah, whole time,
Yeah,
whole time.
yeah,
What
yeah.
were they doing? Like she was having
What
an
was he-
awful
what was he
time.
doing? He wouldn't know what to
Exact,
do.
awful.
I
Yeah.
assume, I guess.
Good
There's
God.
no Google then to teach
It's
you
just the
anything
worst.
either.
Yeah.
You're saying about like just snogging a 16-year-old. Like, what would you talk about?
You just tell them the future, wouldn't you? If you went back in time and suddenly you're 16 again with this brain, you'd be like, shit, 2001's going to be a big year.
Yeah.
I think you'd sing them the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack.
6 weeks, Hatty.
You just put bets on, wouldn't you? You become a millionaire.
Yeah, but then you got the whole butterfly effect, haven't you?
I think anything to
Small
do
bets,
with-
lots of small
I
bets.
struggle to give
Yeah.
any energy to anything that couldn't happen.
I do worry. There's a bit.
dear.
Yeah.
You're not a big fan of sci-fi?
Well, yeah. Well, just the idea of going like, oh, what would you do? But well, I can't do it, so why am I talking about
What
it?
do you want to talk about then? Came on the butt till the chat.
What you do is like,
I don't want to talk about
sorry, I hate this conversation.
improv play of all time.
Yeah.
No and.
Yeah.
Let's talk cars.
Yeah. I don't believe in those. I'm out.
Yeah.
I can't envision it.
No, I don't know. What were you asking me then? Sorry, I'm vulnerable today.
Okay, so I'm
vulnerable.
saying,
So
if
if
you-
I'm not trying to be a knob.
I think what the problem is, Tez is assuming you've got more moral fibre than you have, because he said if you were 16,
Yeah.
you suddenly tomorrow was 16,
Yeah.
and you had a
With this
girlfriend who was
brain and all the
16,
memories.
you couldn't just suddenly snog her, even though you're you in a 16-year-old body. Whereas I think if you thought to yourself, well, no one's going to know who knows me because I'm 16 now, so I haven't got them friends anymore.
But then again, so
You-
now you've got to try and get with 30-year-old women as a 60. That's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's
You're-
hard.
You're
You'll
kind
be
of
forced.
you're
Your
kind of,
hand will be
you're
forced.
kind of fucked for about 8 years. Everyone's too old or too young.
Yeah.
You're like,
You're
you got to
forced.
find that equilibrium.
What are you gonna do?
This is that's what Tez was asking.
I'd be like, can you explain? People wouldn't believe you, would they? They're not gonna believe you. Going like, I am 35.
I don't
or
think
whatever.
it'd take too long for you to just
you go
convince
into your
yourself
job.
you're 16 and
See,
be like,
I'll-
"Ah."
But yeah, realistic- you go into your
but you'd
job.
have a whole new attitude that you'd never had at 16.
The confidence.
We've discussed this though. We've said that, haven't we? You said, "Oh, I'd love to be 16 again and know everything and know enough," and I've said the outcome would be the same.
Also, you'd be a prisoner in your mind. Like there's things you wouldn't just be allowed to do. Like your parents wouldn't let you, and you'd have no money.
Yeah, there's too many things to get my head around at the minute. Is to go like, if the
you to
reality of
engage
it-
in this,
Yeah,
yeah.
But I think
understand that.
the one thing that I would do is I would just put £100 into Bitcoin in 2008,
yeah.
and then after that you don't need to do anything.
But you're not saying you
different.
go back to 16. You're saying you wake up tomorrow when you're 16.
Yeah.
So
as
you
in-
haven't got the telling the future.
No, as in it's 1990. Or
Oh right, you do
2000
go back.
whatever again.
You go time traveler's
But
wife
with that-
style.
but with
Right.
that-
Okay.
With today's brain.
Oh god, I'd hate to go back 16 years.
I don't know what. I don't think.
Just put
This is my
£100.
thing, I just don't think
£100
I'd
of
change.
Bitcoin and don't worry about anything in your life.
Yeah, but then you've got to like teach yourself at 16 how to get into Bitcoin.
It's fucking worth it, I think. To
Did
become-
you do it? Did you do Bitcoin?
No. I didn't do Bitcoin when it became big, and my friend told me to do it, and it was still early enough that I should have done it.
Wow.
Oh.
I didn't do it then either.
Is he sound now?
Ish. He's not like a millionaire, but he's got significant savings put away.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's a nerd now. He has to live his life as a nerd. That's sad.
Yeah, a
isn't
little
it?
bit.
Yeah.
But then if you'd put
He's
it
always gonna have
£100 when Bitcoin was worth 0.01.
If you'd made millions off Bitcoin, would you tell people?
no,
No, I just
absolutely not.
Oh, mate, if I had
I'd invent something
I
else.
have
that-
made
No, if
millions
I-
of it.
if I had like
I'd invent some other reason why I've made millions.
no, if I had like 3 to 5 million in the bank, you'd never hear from me ever again.
Yes. Fair. I mean, you got. I thought
where
about
would you
that.
go?
You think I've got nowhere even anywhere near that? But like, you'd never hear me from. No, I'll just live at home and do nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut
You could
up.
do that 3 to 5 million.
So what
Because your
you do
interest,
is,
yeah,
Would you sustain? Would you
You put
sustain
3
your
million.
lifestyle?
Yeah. Whatever. So,
Mm.
say you got 5 mil,
Mhm.
3 mil, put that in a 10% tracker.
Yeah,
So that grows 10% every year,
Yeah.
ish, give or take.
yeah.
Do they still exist?
And then
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
In the current
and then-
climate?
yeah, ish. And then you say
And you're 8%
between
now.
5 and 10, whatever.
Okay.
And then you got about circa 300 grand a year to spend. That's your spending money.
Yeah,
That 3 million ain't going anywhere. The 2 million, you buy your dream house, car, holidays, or whatever.
yeah. But we
And then
just
you don't on 300 grand, you don't have to do anything.
No.
yeah. But the problem is, you've got 3 to 5 million.
Yeah, but there's no big purchases. Like I'm not into like getting like 10 Rolexes and stuff.
You
like
say that,
I'm just not into it.
but you say that because it's not available to you right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like
so easy.
I wasn't into Zara clothes when I was 20. 'cause
yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
know
You're
about
going to
it.
be that guy who gets the dirt track and the quad bikes and spends it all in 8 months.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
when
yeah.
was that guy?
All of us could be that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
And
No,
and
all
then
of
I'll
you
be-
could
I'll
be that
texting Robin
guy.
8 months going, is the vacancies in the pod?
Do you need anyone for the last show? Yeah, I would. My problem is that I'd need more than 3 to 5. I think because I'd immediately make. Well, like I just couldn't be sensible.
Yeah.
So, and like,
You'd have to do something, otherwise you'd just end
like
up blowing
straight
it.
away. I'm
You'd have to
not
have
staying in Bootle.
No one's asking you to.
Yeah, but you're asking me to like, how am I buying a house?
You got 2 mil. I'm giving you 2 mil budget.
Yeah, that, I've got. Yeah, so I've got to go and buy a house.
You go to Cheshire.
£1.5 million house in Crosby. Something. All right. Yeah, sound. I'll go there. Now I've got £500,000 left.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
All right. Not enough to do. What do you want to do? Go make that documentary in Poland.
I want to go find out 60
Yeah,
Yeah, we
money.
can finally find Simon's mates.
Yeah,
that would be
we got
good.
budget for it now.
Imagine. So you got no contact with your family at all? Like no one has.
No.
Who's Polish on?
My granddad?
Okay, and is he around?
No, he's dead.
Okay, so your mum's.
Dad.
Oh, sorry, who's Polish? Your dad or your mum?
My mum and my dad. So my dad's dad is the Polish guy.
Okay, so your dad's half Polish,
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
and so your dad's got no contact in.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you could have.
Me nan.
Your family could be millionaires and you don't know about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
They probably statistically probably not.
Well, my dream is that is some link to Steve. That's the only dream I would like.
Steve.
He wasn't
Apple man.
Apple.
Oh,
I don't
Yeah.
think there is though. I think Wozniak's quite a common. There's that Wozniak, so I think it's quite a commonish name over there.
right.
But if I was linked to Steve, oh my god,
There's your 3 to 5.
What would you do?
I'd just say lads, come on.
Bobby Mayer's Justin Bieber's like 3rd or 4th cousin. Is done nothing for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can tell they're
He
so
was
similar.
adopted though, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I
Bobby-
don't know whether by blood or by his adopted parents, but
Right.
he's,
So there's
but
a
he's
link.
3rd or 4th cousin. Yeah, that's done nothing for him though.
Or wait till what he's going to do for Justin Bieber is what I would say to that.
Yeah.
Like you wait for
How-
Justin Bieber's.
How directly would you? Yeah, would. So you become millionaire overnight.
Yeah, well,
What- how-
5, right? Let's just call it 5.
Okay, let's
5
go.
mil.
Oh, no,
Let's call
because
it 5 tax free in the
you need-
bank.
No, because 5 you need to look after yourself. So let's say 30.
30.
What family lineage? At what point you start? Do you stop?
What do you mean, as in who I'm giving money to?
Yeah,
Who
well,
am
like
I helping?
also, what your direct family, your mum, your dad, your brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
are they getting looked after?
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
your
yeah,
cousins.
The thing is now, because I'm married now, she is
Like she's got
also
cousins,
equally
she's
a
15
big family.
Exactly.
So I think we just stop at siblings.
Yeah, you got to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's got loads,
But then how often do you see your cousins?
a lot. Well, some of them a lot, some of them not as much. Obviously.
So it's like,
no, but like I'd treat them like they'd get nice presents, but I wouldn't be like paying off the mortgages for them.
I think you just got to shut your mouth about it. I
opposed
think
to-
30 mil, you just got to shut
hard, isn't it?
up.
But
Like
like,
you.
I-
No, it isn't
Yeah,
hard.
but
I think it's hard
suddenly-
if you want to chest beat about it, but it's
No,
you've
but
got
if you
to
got
just.
right, you got 30 million. You're not
Yeah.
staying in the same house you were in, right?
Yeah.
That's being upgraded, and then suddenly
Yeah.
questions are being asked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I
Where's
think.
that come from?
Well, I
'Cause
think
you're
they
not
just
on-
assume I'd
'cause you're not
married
doing
well.
any of the
do you know what I
tea-
mean?
'cause
Like
they'd be
that-
like,
yeah.
but we're
you'd
not
have to
seeing-
just get a husband straight away.
I just get a
Be like,
husband. Yeah,
it's
just be
him.
like, just
Yeah.
him. Fine.
Yeah.
It's much easier this way.
Sham
Yeah.
marriage to hide your wealth.
Absolutely, I've done worse
Mark
for less.
Wozniak got
Yeah.
in touch with that guy from Apple.
Yeah.
Windfall's finally come through.
You're the first one. You're a beard. You got a beard from her finances.
God, Hatty's nannying career's really taken off this year. I think that.
Yeah, because I worry like,
Just like, or the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just hide the number of patrons available to people in public. That's it. If people wouldn't know, I think comedy people haven't got a clue. So like, I just like people who would want money, who are close to me, I'd be like, yeah, I get paid a lot for gigs. So
Yeah. Because they think that people who are not in comedy assume you get paid 10 grand every time you leave the house.
Well, I'm about to ask Paul Smith for 20 grand. Just for, fuck it, why not?
You might just do it.
that's what he's doing.
I'd say I was going to ask him, go, lad, just 20k then, and see what he goes. Nah, I'm like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
No, if I had 30 mil, siblings would get looked after. And then...
But I think I'm more prone to wanting to help mates than... Like that's the thing. Because you got your family which you feel like you have to, and then I've got mates who would...
You'd really like help, and it'd be not, and you'd like, want to. Yeah.
Which of you, do you have mates who like generally need the help though? Because all my mates are kind of doing...
Well,
I'm sure we could all do with a bit more. Everyone's kind of doing fine.
I'm from Bootle. So,
yeah, but I'm from Blackburn, but everyone's kind of doing fine.
What's your class is fine now?
As in, they've got a roof over their heads.
Yeah.
So then...
But,
and they're not, as far as I'm aware, they're not struggling to make their mortgages.
No.
As far as I'm aware, but it's not sort of question you ask. You kind of...
Yeah, but at the same time...
it's not a conversation starter either, is it?
Yeah. By way of applause. Who's
Are you paying the mortgage?
Just so we know who's getting the shisha in.
Warm tonight?
Right. You're not getting the shisha in, it's fine. Excused.
Is that like the round at the Shisha?
Yeah, just do 2 shishas between 4 people. So there's one between 2, kind of, because you like kind of share one between 2.
How much is a Shisha?
It generally depends where you are. So I'll say in Blackburn probably about £15, but then if you were like in London, anywhere sort of 40, 50, 60. But then there's some like, I've never been in these places, but places that they put champagne in the bottle instead of water.
Yeah.
And it's like £150. But I don't think I'd have that. I don't think that would be kosher.
Is that like...
No, I don't think it would be.
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
I'm thinking out loud. I don't think it would be halal that.
Yeah.
But then all those places, everyone's drinking anyway, innit? So
right. Yeah.
I don't think they give a fuck. But personally speaking, I don't think I'd be like, give me the water one, kind of the Evian shisha, please, or the tap water shisha.
It's like a round.
Hard water and soft water.
You ever been in a round? Do you feel cheated if you have to be in a round?
Like I've done it, but I kind of usually excuse myself.
Yeah, but also people be bellends to do that. Like if you're not drinking,
no one's ever forced me to be around. But occasionally, occasionally people have bought me an OJ.
Come the one.
Yeah.
And then by the time like someone's bought you 7 OJs over like a couple of months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is something I want to ask about Scouse round, because I got in trouble for this the other day, and
I think I know where this is going to go.
Yeah, and so I by the way, so I moved up here this summer, and I'm not one of those like tight, gross London people. Like that was like the biggest rule in my family. You have to be so generous and whatever. I got there late, so I got myself a pint of Guinness, and 3 of the boys at the bar turned around. They're like, "Did you just get yourself a pint?" I was like, "You're not even halfway through yours. Like you're not. Yeah. No, you're not nearly finished." They were like, "But you always ask." I was like, "But you haven't. No, you're not near the end." And they were like, "But." And I was like, "But also, I didn't want then you to think that you had to get me my next one." If I didn't want to enter into the thing.
We'd see it as hospitable.
Yeah.
So it would be, if you come and we had half a drink, we'd go, yeah, get us one. And
even if you've got loads left.
Yeah, because we'll just drink ours quicker for that round.
That's mental.
So we're all now level and even.
Jesus. See, that's what. And then I was like, but then I was like,
the other thing, I don't know if you noticed this, the thing Londoners do. Londoners finish the drink.
Yeah.
So they will finish the drink and then get another one.
And then get another one in.
Whereas Northerners, they don't, you can't finish a drink. If you let someone finish their drink, you're shying from the round. It's like it's rude to let someone finish the drink, so they should have another drink.
If I went into a takeaway after my mates, and I say these 2 were in there and they'd already ordered, and I was going to order, I'd be like, "Do you guys want anything?"
Yeah.
I was like, they haven't. They're done, and they're not ready for another one. So I got all this trouble for it, and I was like, "Fine, I'll do the next one." So the next one, well, it wasn't the next one. It was like because it then got chaotic. But so then I was like, right, fine. I was going to go to the bar and get half, and I was like, I'm just going to go because everyone's getting shit faced. It's like, does anyone want another one? And everyone went, no. And I was like, okay, so I've done the thing. I've checked with everyone. Does anyone? No. Fine. And then one of the boys stood up and went, does anyone, I'm going to go to the bar. Does anyone want? And like 5 people put their hands up. And I was like, I just asked. And they were like, but he's got more money than you. And I was like, what?
Right.
How did they know?
Thank you. I'm a receptionist, so it's not but I was like, so is that a thing now? You then just like select the person who deserves to buy you the round the most?
No, I think they probably realise there's a thing as well where when it starts being a big round, it's like, you can't be letting it, like the receptionist get it in. Like there might be, you probably could, but yeah, there's also a thing of like
fine.
You could, yeah, but you also
be aware of one with the round.
Yeah,
and
like
stuff,
if like
as more people start joining, you got to, and you go, you know who you're in the round.
Fine.
Yeah, sometimes we'll have a thing where it's like, the round's getting too big here. You three stay together. Because then you start looking at the pace people are drinking. Like, I drink dead quick. So then I'll just stay with the quick drinkers and the slow drinkers and go get their own
go and have
round.
But also, if you do offer a drink and you see they got loads, sometimes you go, I'm all right. So if you're like a sip that far down and you turn up, and then clearly they've just got, you go, do you want a drink? They'll probably go, nah, you get your own. And then by the time you all finish that,
then you're just
you're
locked in.
Here's another weird rule.
Go on.
If you brought up in pubs like I was with like growing up, there's a certain level of drink you can have drunk. So say I've just got the round in. For 3 drinks, you walk in, and we've had 2 sips. If I let you, I should get your drink.
Yeah,
because the round hasn't been established. We're not enough in our drinks that you couldn't catch up to us.
Yeah.
So I should buy your drink.
You're still tagging in off the end of the last round.
Yeah. And if I don't offer, then I'd be getting shit on, being like, "Well, why are you trying to make you win your one drink?"
Whereas in London, I'd say it's whoever has put their. If it's one of like one of the rugby pubs, whoever's put their card behind the bar, they're the ones who decide if you get who gets the next round in.
Card
behind the bar, yeah.
No,
like you have that for your tab.
Oh, don't be doing that.
Right, okay.
Well, I wouldn't even know what that is.
Was he setting up a tab?
If you set up a tab, you leave your card with them.
Yeah.
So you get off, you've still got your card, but like at least you do it.
Open to abuses, the old tabbage.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Look, we're learning.
But you don't need a tab if you're doing rounds, though, do you? That's the whole.
Yeah, no, but I think because I mean I was sort of brought up in pubs, but rugby ones, so it's all like it's the people who are meant to be getting the rounds and whatever. Like it's basically so women don't buy any drinks. I think basically is how that works.
That's rugby, though, isn't it?
I know. Good world.
That does look a bit like a rugby top, though.
It is a rugby top.
Yeah.
Okay.
M&S.
No, it's
All Blacks.
Zara, actually. It's very vicary-like. That's what I thought it'd make me look like.
Nice.
It's quite school
man of the
PE.
cloth.
Yeah.
For my sins.
Did you play rugby?
Family in Poland would like that.
I should have, though. I was very good.
Yeah.
The guy, something Polish sound funny. The guy who the PE teacher used to think I was good at rugby. So I stayed on the wing. He thought I knew what I was doing. I was just staying out the way.
Just getting, just not trying to get your hands dirty.
You seem to be like, you know where to be. Everyone's always going, and I was.
You're like, I'm ready to sprint. They're just not passing it to me. Yeah.
So he thought
I'm ready to put this bad boy down.
I also did a great run out in cricket one time.
Yeah.
And then he thought I should have been a cricketer as well because it was it was good this
You'd just seen a wasp, hadn't you?
It was indoor. It wasn't. It was probably from here to the wall away, but I was on the side, so I got it. It was a tough one, and I nailed it, and I was like, "That's good, that one."
Even in my head, I'm going, like, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, like probably about just a bit. I thought picked it up.
It's nothing like a good direct hit run out. Oh, it's nice.
It was good. You don't forget them moments. Just an innocuous one in PE. God, I'm so hungover. I'm just shaking.
What's your hangovers like? Are you nauseous or are you headachy or are you just
shaking now. It's my hangovers depend on what I've done in the evening.
Okay.
And that's it. It's public.
Okay.
But yeah. But I was badly hungover on Saturday because I was out on Friday.
Okay.
In Birmingham, so I've just had a lot of ale over the past 2 days, and I'm feeling a bit out of sorts and sad.
It's okay. You can feel sad, Simon. Sad about your decisions made, but listen.
Just too much drink. What were we saying before? There's no need. Nothing's been enhanced by the level of alcohol I've had. It's all just been bad.
Did you record the whole thing yesterday?
I think so, yeah.
Great. Well, that's going to be enhanced then, isn't it? The watching experience.
I won't watch
we won't watch it.
No.
You're joking, aren't you?
Barely read the comments.
Yeah, that's not.
It's probably a better way to live.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Just put it out there and
let
people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Much better way to live.
Do you ever think about drinking?
No. I think about what is it like to be drunk?
Yeah,
have you
that's
ever
what I mean.
had
any?
Only accidentally taking a sip going,
okay, all right.
But
okay,
not no.
Yeah. Is there any is that a weird culture thing then? Do you ever look at the culture and be like?
I think when I got to uni, I was like, I'm not going to drink. And then I saw enough drunk people and what it was like and what they were like to just you're like, yeah, I don't need
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But then you're curious, like not like, you know, when that good level of tipsy, when you see people like, not the fucking leathered, but the sort of that,
yeah.
I don't know how many drinks that takes, but like.
It's like a little glass of wine with food. What about that? Like, you ever tempted by that?
No, because I've smelt wine and it doesn't.
No, it's horrible.
It doesn't smell appetizing.
5 bottles on the front.
Yeah, there's no. I think if I did drink, the ones I'm curious about are like spirits and liquor. Like, that's what I'm curious about. Like, I think if I was tempted, that's what I would go. That's the route I'd go down.
Right. Yeah. Do you ever find the culture alienating? Or was like,
not when I was younger, because I kind of just threw myself. I was a lot more camouflagey. That's not a word.
Yeah.
But like, just able to like fit.
Just get on board with the vibes.
Yeah. And then surrounding. Then if I just snap out of it, I'll snap out of it.
Yeah.
But then as I've got older, I think my threshold or my tolerance has lowered to like drunkenness and drunken behavior.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just don't put myself in those
situations.
Yeah.
I'm like that. I was exactly like that with Coke. I've never ever done Coke, and I grew up in West London. Like, it's the most, but it was exactly that. I saw people doing it from like 50, and I was like, I do not like the look of this. Like, I absolutely don't like my mates on it. I don't know what it's looking like. I don't like the older boys who were coming over and like bringing it. I was like, the whole thing I didn't like. And then I started working hospitality from 16. And then you're like, this is the most disgusting, hideous thing. And just never ever touched it. And I'm the exact same now. Like, when it starts going round, I'm like, I'm night, because I love my mates. When Coke starts going around, I have no interest whatsoever in what you're going to tell me for the next 3 hours of my life.
And people are like, oh, it just means you can stay out longer. It's like, yeah, but it's not worth.
You're so much worse. Like, these people I adore. One of my mates is pretty good, and it does sharpen him up. Like, that, it is his sharpener, and he's not. But like, God, the rest of them, like, it's just so arrogant. It's such an arrogance that I never see from them the rest of the time.
I think I would like to try like what every drug does to you. I would like to experience
in a safe place. Yeah.
Would you do it in the final week of your life?
I think if I got to 80,
yeah.
all my ducks were in a row.
Yeah.
And I'd no liabilities or whatever.
Get him in.
Try everything once.
Yeah.
Because at that point,
whiskey.
Yeah, maybe try everything. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying that would be the point.
I agree. That would be the time.
Like, give me, put it in my veins. See what it's like.
I think if someone could go, if you could go away for 2 weeks and pay money and be in a safe place to try everything, I think I'd do that.
But you can ayahuasca, but you never come back the same.
Yeah, I've heard not horrors, but I've heard
you say ayahuasca though, but like that's just ayahuasca. I mean, like everything.
You want to do everything.
Like smack, crack, meth.
It is cocaine for the bit.
But I think so ayahuasca, you might come back not the same, but the others, do you come back not the same? Like, or do you just like?
I think I've heard like if you like
DMTs
meth or like smack. Once you take that, it's like.
I'd like to try
heroin. I think
you just want it forever.
I'd really like to try heroin.
Yeah.
Apparently you want it forever.
Yeah.
Like
apparently once it just makes you feel so safe that like you just constantly.
It's like people that give up smoking, they always want a cigarette, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not immediately addicted to it. It's just so good, isn't it?
Well, heroin.
Yeah. You could do it. People
like 2 or 3 times.
I think the main with heroin is you do it once, then you can't, and then that's it. You're done.
There was that comedian on the podcast, and he very sadly like lost his best mate to heroin addiction. And again, he was this like quite successful guy, like good family, whatever. It was like a bizarre heroin addiction, like what we don't have in our heads for heroin addiction. But he had like a really candid conversation with him. He was like, "Can you just describe it, like for people who don't understand why anyone would get addicted to heroin? Like we know the stories, we know what heroin does." And he was like, the first time, he's like, "It's like your whole body is covered in dicks, and every single one of them are coming at the same time." And I don't even have a dick. I don't have a dick, but I know how much you all love.
That's a bit too much pleasure for me, that. Not the whole body.
I wouldn't want to do that again.
Maybe a couple, but I'm not having that. Oh, no.
But I think that's it. I think that's why you go back.
My elbow there.
Oh,
it's just the
Can't
You don't just say it's like an orgasm times 100.
Yeah.
That's quite.
Yeah, it's meant to be like a surreal sense of like warmness and like.
But surely you know what the society views them as, these skinny crackheads in the doorways of a boots. You go like, that must take away from some of the pleasure of it.
But that's I think.
But you never think that's going to be you, though, innit?
Well, there's high function heroin.
You're almost lucky. Yeah. You're lucky if it gets you.
Depends how
early.
much money you've got. If you're like, if you've got the 30 million, then you could probably afford to be a heroin addict for at least a good few years.
Yeah, you
probably
can hide that.
Just off the interest, you could probably afford to do it.
Yeah,
and you're getting that high quality shit, not the stuff that the.
Yeah.
Wonder how much you could take where you could like
good old bitter skag.
Yeah.
Once a week on Sunday.
Do you reckon you can microdose heroin?
I don't know what microdose means.
You know, like mushrooms, or like you can take LSD. You can do it like tiny amounts, so it kind of just.
I don't believe that's the thing, though. I think that's like.
What's the highest? What drug have you taken? That's like.
I've not really taken many drugs. Magic, maybe MDMA is probably the highest sort of graded one that I've taken. Other than that, like I'm not really. I understand the thing with coke. So I started drinking at like 14 and started going to the pub at like 16, and then a lot of my mates are older than me and stuff. And then the first time seeing like cocaine going around, being at a party, which basically sat in someone's kitchen or someone's house,
christening,
and just
no
being,
better place.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Just
Afternoon,
being like, this is just fucking
suited and booted.
Yeah.
Get a bag in.
Just feel like this is just a bit fucking weird, and then nothing was really happening, but everyone was just chatting shite, and laughing, and you're like, I'm not on the level,
right?
And then I was like, oh shit, and then partially like, should I take some, and then I mean, all my mates and all my dad's mates' sons and things like that. It's like I can't do anything without my dad finding out. Like, and it's like I can't be arsed him going, oh, you on that shite last night and all that, and you're like, so I just never done it, and then. As time passed, I saw all this, saw what everyone was like. I was like, and also the idea of going to the toilet to sniff, never fancied that. And then just went.
Yeah, exactly that. I didn't like the culture around it. Like alcohol, I love the culture around alcohol. Yeah.
Well, I'd be more likely to have done it if loads of my mates did end up just start doing the tables.
Fucking sad.
The pub's just fucking.
I just think what's funny with it is like there has to be an age you stop it. You can't be a 60-year-old fella going to box for a bump. Although there is.
I think you can.
I wasn't aware that was a thing until I'd been in some booze and I've seen like the 50. I've got like, no, it's not right a 50-year-old going to do it in the cubicle.
Yeah.
Like there's just something about that just goes, it's Tuesday and he's like 55.
Every chef, hospitality, like every restaurant in the world, every restaurant in the world is like just riddled. Yeah, I believe it. Unless it's like, I don't know. I mean, Nando's probably is, to be honest. Like, any kitchen in the world.
But I just think even if like there's just something about like a 50-year-old fella who's like a taxi driver or like he's just works a normal job or whatever.
Oh yeah, he comes up for a day in retail.
Got a little paunchy belly. He's got a Slazenger top on. He's got like just some. Yeah. He just goes. He's like. It's like you're associated with some like Geordie Shore.
Yeah, but they go to the pantomime that night. And they just want to have a bit of a pick me up before. That's so funny.
A little bump before meeting the kids.
Yeah.
It's just some fella.
Nativity's going to be shit this year.
Certain age, you go, no, you don't do coke. Or if you're in a profession that is suiting, but you probably all right, you're a bit more okay there. But just regular blokes. In boozers at like 50.
It's £50 a bag.
But that's the whole thing of coke is it's like ideas above your station. So that's exactly who it's for. Like that's exactly who it's for.
The year 11.
I don't know.
Does the 60-year-old get it from the guy who's out sixth form? Who's
I think this.
Well,
I don't know.
They get a younger kid to get it for them.
No, I know fellas who like that. You just get it off fellas a similar age.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I say
you don't
the rung above
generation.
The rung above.
Yeah. In my local, there's a fella who only sells in the local. Like, which I've always sort of liked because I think, it's such a community vibe.
Yeah, it's like support small businesses. Yeah.
No one's going to gas him up.
Yeah. Organic.
He's just the
farm to table.
He's the pub dealer. Yeah.
The cook.
This is like Bootle's Whole Foods.
The cook up.
Yeah. Because I remember like thinking back like 20 odd years ago before like there was like Sky Bet and all. I thought you could do mobile gambling. We had the bookie, we had the dealer, and like it was just I was like that's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Just lovely community. That's
what I've seen.
And you
want to
move out?
What?
And you want to move out? You rat.
Them pub bookies, man. They're busy people. This one guy, he just was non-stop. He's constantly this, and I don't know how he keeps track.
You got to lay off your bets now. You can't have too much like liability.
I don't know. I was watching him. I was like, I don't know how he keeps track of this.
Maybe they were the autistic kid at school.
I don't know. I think he got a payout, this guy, and then he just ended up being in the boozer all the time.
Yeah.
And then that's just what he did, was be the bookie.
A lot of them are like that, like just numbers, man. You're like, you're too old to be autistic. Like 1950s people.
You weren't diagnosed.
Yeah. People didn't understand what you were like in school, and you're now just.
They're the ones who just got called eccentric.
Yeah, just basically like, here's me little brother, he's a bit weird.
Yeah.
And he's just boss with numbers, and the little brother just learned to adapt to drink, and then I'll just be a bookie, and then these will be my friends, and then you're like, that's how you've survived.
That's exactly correct.
Fair play.
What a good life, though. Do you reckon they're happier? Do you reckon they're happier for none of the labels and none of the diagnosis and none of the they're just like, I'm having a lovely time just doing loads of counting and having.
But we don't
having
know if
fun
they're having
friends.
a lovely time.
Yeah.
Are they?
That's what I'm
Have you
wondering.
asked?
Yeah.
I've
Has
not-
anyone
I've
bothered to
not met
ask,
him.
Tez?
No,
You need
right.
to-
You won't know
Yeah.
because they're not labelled. They're just a fella.
Yeah.
You should go and ask the weird fella in the pub.
Yeah. Are you happy
much
if you
do
don't
you
have your
like
labels?
numbers?
Yeah.
Like, when I was growing
He's
up,
there. What?
there were definitely kids who were like, mentally challenged. Like they were like I don't know what schools they went to. So not the same schools as we did. But then there's one kid who lived on my cousin's street, and his family moved down south. And by that point, they'd put the kid in a home because he was too violent at home. He was too violent, so they put him in a home. And I just remember I was staying over at my cousin's once, and he came shouting in the street like at dead of night. Oof. He must have run away from the home.
Yeah.
Come outside his parents' old house, just shouting outside. And then my aunt opened the door, and he's like, "Auntie, where's my mum and dad?" And she's like, "They're not here. Like they've moved."
God.
And like, how'd you tell that? Like, because he was a bit there. He wasn't like old.
Yeah.
He was just a bit violent.
Well, he's old enough to know.
Yeah.
Auntie, your mum.
Yeah.
Well, he's old enough to know his address. Like, could get back home.
And I was
get
like,
back to his
never
address.
like he haunts me still now. That I'm like, how the fuck can I just leave him? Unless they did tell him and he didn't process it. I don't know.
That's the problem.
Bastard,
You don't know whether every time he has these sort of fits, he goes back to something. There's a thing where
he was cute. Like he was just like, look back, because now I'm like twice his age. Looking back, I was like, he was just dead cute. Like he just.
Yeah,
it must have been hard. It must have been hard.
Charm.
He must have been hard to live with, I'm sure. But like,
it's dead cute until he's giving you the black eye sort of thing. You can't just know how to control it.
Yeah, but you have that all the time with like people who go like, "Oh, I should have done," and then you get like, until you've lived
it. Yeah, I totally
I'm like,
agree.
now he's like, he'd be 47, 48, and I'm like, what's he doing?
He's just fucking knocking people out.
He's the bookie at the local
he's great
Shisha
with
cafe.
numbers. He's having a lovely time.
You gamble? Muslims gamble?
No. I mean, they do, I'm sure, but we're not.
Yeah,
There's loads of horses in Saudi, I think.
Yeah, well,
Arabian horse, and it's a thing.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's actually a thing, yeah.
I think the Queen raises them.
Arabian
as well.
horses. So maybe the Arabs just breed them and don't raise. I don't know. But Arabian horses are a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like the species of horses, like Arabian horses.
Are they good horses?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
The Grand National quite a lot, aren't they?
I hear it. Because when words like that, when I hear it on the TV, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just talking about horses.
Arabian horses.
So if someone said Arabian on the street, I'd be like, what? Oh, okay. Oh, fine. There's certain words that you like if you were out and about and someone mentioned Scouse or something, you'd be like,
straight away, what?
Right.
This best be good.
Yeah. If someone like the Scouse horse, you'd be like, what? Oh, just talking about horses again.
Are they calling me a Scouse horse?
Yeah. Just like 3-legged with
beauty lad. God, I'm shaking.
Shakes.
Do you think you'll have your Mackie D's on the way home?
I think I probably will. Yeah.
That's a nice thing to look forward to.
What did you don't strike me as someone that'd eat at McDonald's ever?
No, I do. I absolutely do. But I'm not like. But yeah.
How posh are you?
Not that. This is the thing. I get such shit up here for this. I'm really not.
I can't work you out. Like,
no, I know people can't.
Come on, mate.
But it's because I'm West London, and I think there's
and
like
rugby pubs.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's
There's
like
clues there where I'm like,
But it's
so
but then,
wealthy she doesn't
Yes.
know.
Like,
car behind the bar.
Like
sort of
we're
thing.
northern, we're not thick.
No,
Yeah.
but then, yeah, no. But
You
this is it. So-
put a car behind the bar with no woody, you're gonna get that.
But this is it. So my dad, rugby, because my dad's from Lancashire, so my whole family's from Lancashire, and he played rugby, so I was down south because he was playing
Very
rugby.
Lancashire, because there's posh places up here.
Very.
It's not
professional rugby.
Well, he wasn't professional when he played, but he was England and
Berry
Barbars
or-
and British Lions.
Berry.
Berry.
It wasn't professional when he played. Was it
No, so
rugby
it
league?
was an amateur game. So they all had jobs, but then played on evenings and weekends and toured and stuff, and just got
How
time
old is your
off.
dad?
It's like how we do comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What am I? So he's 68.
Right, and rugby wasn't professional then.
No. It was after him. So he was. So that's why he moved down
Rugby
south.
Union.
Yeah.
It's not like that up here. Posh.
Which ain't not about to be. Well, it's
There is.
It's not a lot of union up here.
Union's the
No,
posh
not
one, that's why.
Northwest.
That's what I'm saying,
But
innit?
no, there is.
The Union's the posh one.
There's not a lot of union
Yeah.
in the northwest.
No, there's
Except-
not.
Lancashire
Except
and
in
Yorkshire.
certain-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all rugby league up here.
Yeah, it's
We are league is northern.
You.
Wigan Warriors, Warrington
Yeah,
Wolves,
St Helens. Yeah,
St
I
Helens,
guess.
Leeds
Okay.
Rhinos,
And
etc.,
that's
etc.
Yeah. And
Name
they're
one
not
rugby-
playing, but rugby league
Name
is
one rugby union team that's not Newcastle, north of Leicester,
what's Northampton?
south.
Is that south of Leicester?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
well,
they
all
play
the Scottish
Union.
teams. Yeah.
I'm sounding myself.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hang on,
It's
no,
all
there's got to
Sale?
be. Oh,
Sale?
yeah.
Sale?
They do play Union.
Falcons, yeah.
Sail Shark, yeah.
Yeah.
Sale.
No, your school would have played Union.
No, Shark
Yeah.
sounds league.
Yeah, it does sound league.
Do you mean in the top upper echelons of the?
But what's
rugby?
there's a really,
Division
really
One, like
there's a-
Premiership
Right,
rugby,
okay, right,
Premiership rugby.
Yeah.
Like I know Newcastle have a team.
We played league. Yeah, we played union. Yeah.
But is league a state school game?
Just-
It is a yard from St Helens and stuff. Yeah, but it's not like rugby's not. I think it depends on the area.
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't play rugby league in Liverpool, but you probably
No.
would in St Helens.
There's a rugby
Yeah.
union pitch. There's a rugby pitch, from where I've moved, literally like 500 meters down the road.
Yeah.
And I've told my wife like our son or daughter is never allowed to grace this pitch. It's not.
Oh, why?
It's fucking rugby, mate.
You don't like it?
Not like rugby.
It's not on.
But then cricket's such a posh sport in.
Why would you
Not in my community though.
That's what I mean. Though. It's a community thing. Like, but like we're up in London, it is.
to me-
like,
We played that in the schoolyards.
Yeah.
To me,
We played rugby in the schoolyards.
Yeah.
No one plays rugby in the schoolyards.
To me, cricket's posh.
Yeah, they do.
No, not.
No,
not,
they don't.
No, they don't.
It's a
No,
Fine,
no.
not yet.
Who plays rugby at break?
Fuck off.
They throw the ball back and forth, maybe, but you don't play it.
Yeah,
too much.
You were past
can't have a
that. You were
quick
past
game
that
of
railing
rugby.
as a forward pass.
Yeah,
No one's.
no.
No, you're right.
You
You're
can't have a
right.
quick. Oh,
No,
we've
you're
got
right.
10
You can't-
minutes. Let's
No,
have a
you
game
can't
of
have a
one
quick
bounce.
up. Yeah, I think that's the war. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You're
We
right.
played primary school. We played Bulldogs across. Remember that?
Yeah, that's sort of like it.
Bulldogs across.
Yeah.
When
That's
you're all
just
holding
Bulldogs.
hands and
Yeah.
We just made them more racist by putting British in it.
Yeah.
With I was going to say yes, yeah, but I would say cricket's dead posh.
Yeah. No, I
that
think
a weird
it is
thing?
for white people.
Yeah, I'm going to say
But not
that must
for
be a weird
not
thing
for,
then.
not
that,
for
like,
Asian people.
Asians play it as a working class culture.
Yeah, we
and then-
played that in the schoolyard.
Then you have to mix with
the
the
tennis
posh
ball
whites.
taped up.
yeah.
That was our game. Yeah, made the ball faster, and it's
Yeah,
still
but-
safe. It's not hard enough that it's
Yeah,
a fucking
Football's
cricket
just
ball.
so quick, innit?
Yeah,
You
football's-
get with a
Yeah, it's
bottle.
just a
football is
ball.
awesome.
Yeah,
Football is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
A
yeah.
bottle.
yeah.
Football is still our sport, but like as in all the lads play football,
Mm.
but in the summer we just play some cricket.
Is there a sport that's easier than football?
No,
What to just pick up and do?
Yeah.
no.
No, probably not. No.
Sprinting.
Well, yeah, like
That's not a sport.
running.
Fuck off. That's it. You're too fucking rich.
Track and field.
Athletics.
Kirby.
Oh, quick javelin with a fucking
Yeah, well, then,
Coca-Cola bottle.
That's actually field.
Yeah, all right.
Kirby, you need curbs and stuff.
Squash against the wall,
Yeah.
but you're still in the racket though, aren't you?
Yeah, you can't
No,
do
can't
no.
do
The
it. No, what's
football
he
is
playing
apart from like
Football is the
No, yeah,
easiest.
football is
cross country.
Because also like you can buy
Another
football. You can,
great one.
when you were young, you could buy football for £1 from the shop.
Quick
Yeah,
game of
yeah,
cross
yeah.
country.
Yeah.
Right.
Little flyaway for £1. Mm.
The plastic ones, not quite the flyaway ones, the ones in between the leather and the flyaway, the little plastic ones.
Yeah,
they were
I know
good.
what you mean. Yeah.
You can't play athletics, can you?
What
No,
do
you don't.
mean?
What do you do? No,
No, you can. Who's the
Do
fastest?
races,
And
yeah,
that's it.
exactly, yeah,
no
yeah.
one's going right. Let's set up a relay.
Yeah.
Get the batons out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, the way you did a relay at school though was like you go across it, you go, and then the next person goes across.
It's
it,
just
like
not
that,
Yeah, we
But
used to do that.
But when I think of that, that's
That's
PE.
not
You're not doing
fun.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're not doing that. You're not doing that break time.
The closest
No.
you're getting to that is stuck in the mud, isn't it? With all the like.
Mm.
No, stop it. You all know what's stuck in
No,
the
I
mud.
do know
You
what's
go through the
stuck
next.
in
Don't
the
look
mud.
at me like that. Yeah, yeah.
Next to get
Go for the
unstuck.
legs and
Yeah,
on stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
You shove gas like that.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's slur, is it?
And we all pretend to be working class.
Oh, Hatty's stuck in the mud. Oh, she's moved up north, has she?
That's what they say.
So where'd you go? West London.
Yeah. So I'm in like a bougie area.
So what areas is West
Fulham,
London?
Chelsea.
Chiswick.
Oh, yeah.
Chiswick.
Headliners.
Yeah.
On the Thames.
I'm Stamford Brook, so like Turnham Green, the Turnham Green side, not the Grove Park
How many
side.
bedrooms?
Oh, you need Richmond Park.
Yeah, about 4 tube stops.
Chiswick's nice.
Richmond.
Yeah.
Have you been to
Chiswick
Richmond
isn't-
Park?
But
You have to get
again,
there.
not when my parents bought there and moved there, it was just like a bit between. It was quite, the BBC had just set up down the corner. So there were lots of like young professionals moving to the area, and it wasn't this like bougie swishy thing. But then we just stayed. So
How many bedrooms?
some,
Go on. This is London, bear in mind. So this is West London.
yeah,
How many bedrooms?
6.
Fuck me.
Fuck.
Oh my God. Your
How many-
house must be.
How many kids did your parents have?
3.
Fuck off, mate. So there were
She got a bedroom
Gotta
each.
keep some of the servants
and there's
there.
2 spare bedrooms,
And 2 spares.
2 guest
For the
bedrooms.
servants.
We have servants.
You have maids and butlers. You don't call them
Yeah,
servants.
they had names, I
Simon.
think.
She was called au pair. She was Swiss or some shit.
6-bed house in Chiswick.
How old were you when you first went skiing?
The assumption in the
9.
question is so.
I think 9, yeah.
Yeah, I went because I got booked for some gigs.
Yeah.
Never been.
No, nor have I.
Family has though.
Skiing or snowboarding?
Skiing.
See the way
Yeah.
see the face when you said snowball and she didn't like it.
Yeah.
None of that muck.
It's for the chavs, the snowboarders.
Yeah.
For kids who break the speed limit.
Yeah.
For the Americans.
Do you,
For the
do you pay your car
naughty ones.
insurance and want it?
Pardon?
Do you pay your car insurance and want it?
Do I pay car insurance on
Do you
one?
pay your car
I
I
insurance?
pay my
even
car
have it.
insurance in one hit.
Yeah, well, you only pay a bit of money. That's why.
Oh, you guys were talking about this the other day about
no,
like,
I'm monthly. I've
Yeah.
just done monthly.
because you were saying that is it cheaper to pay it all in one hit?
So yeah, you get
Yeah.
two prices. You
They
get
have
like,
the big TVs, isn't it?
Yeah, like
It's cheaper.
you get £100. It's like
Yeah.
£100, £200 more to.
And then what was
go
your
on.
one?
TV
Your
was
sofa's the one
tiny.
you're like pulling out. Yeah.
No, the posher the house.
There's 8 inch
Yeah, the
smaller
push the house,
TV.
the smaller
Yeah.
the
And
TV.
the more bookshelf space they've got.
Yeah. It's a bit of a signifier,
Do you
but
have
that's the difference. See,
Do you have a
that's-
library?
My mum's got loads of books in her little room that she has because it's stressed everyone else out. But it's not. We don't have a library. But this is the thing. But I then was a nanny. I've been a nanny
TV
for like
with a
10 years
fat back.
to genuinely like to people who are that level
above.
up. So
Yeah,
it's never. Yeah. I think I took myself down a whole class all by myself because of comedy.
No, you're in the right profession. I don't know if you looked around, Hatty, but this is not representative of
Have you seen
the
us?
circuit.
We're on, you came to it. We're on our ass.
Your mic's not working.
Moving up north to the northern circuit,
Yeah.
maybe come down a class, but not.
No. I mean in London, like I've been minimum wage. Every job I've had in London's been minimum wage jobs, like in hospitality, nannying. Like I've never. I wish.
I went to London because I got a good job.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've never had a good job in London.
Did
not
you work
ever.
in under the jail? I thought you
Yeah,
just went.
but just slept homeless and just.
No, I
gigs.
thought you. I thought
No,
you were down there
I
with comedy.
went there because I was civil service, innit? I
Yeah,
got on the fast stream. I got on the graduate program, and then that's when I started doing stand up because I was like, I just bored. So
Yeah.
that's something to do.
What department of civil service were you?
Home office.
So that's where I'm working in Liverpool now.
Oh,
in
I worked
the-
in Liverpool for a year.
Yeah.
How old
It's-
were you when you started stand up?
27.
Oh, were you?
I was quite a late starter. Yeah.
I was 30.
Not as late.
yeah, but you again come from acting, though, doesn't she? So it doesn't count.
Right.
Oh,
I
you were
came.
actor as well.
I came from
that's
dropping
actress.
drama in year 9
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I thought, what the fuck am I
I
going to do
wasn't.
with that?
I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to do GCSE drama. My dad said I couldn't.
Yeah. That's
No,
where-
same.
That's where.
My dad said I couldn't.
Why?
He just didn't think it was real. Like he was just a bit.
I
Like,
get that though.
Was it going to be
Yeah.
no
What,
use to you?
what the fuck are you
Yeah,
going to
I
do?
mean,
with that?
no.
So you got told you couldn't do it, but not because it wouldn't be any use to you.
Because you wouldn't really used to it.
Yeah.
No, but I was at
You learn to act in the busy station.
Yeah. No, he's always supportive of me doing it. He was just like, not at school. He was like even when it came to the choice of going to like a drama school as a child, mum,
Right.
they were like, no, get your education sorted and then we'll
Yeah.
then have your
Yeah.
dreams. But like,
I wish I think I'm glad I went to drama school, but I wish I'd done drama right in year 10, 11.
Yeah, I wish I'd pursued things that I was actually interested
I
in.
auditioned at uni, I didn't do anything. And then in the last term, I auditioned for something in the drama club.
Yeah,
Just thinking that, I don't know, just for no. And then by that time, then when I got the part, I thought I did this banging eccentric audition.
yeah.
And then just thought I did quite well in because I was making them all laugh. Which then looking back, I was like, maybe I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
But I just thought what I was doing was funny. And then I never got the part, and then I was a bit down about it. Then I thought, but hang on, I've come in like last minute, try to get a part and these guys have been together
Yeah.
for like 6 years. Like, you know, like the joining like the first year.
Right, yeah.
In Freshers Week, they join
and
up
it's the
to the drama,
cliquiest thing in the world.
the drama
as well,
club, and then I've tried to come in.
Yeah, and they're so
Like-
cliquey. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so clicky and gross.
summer
yeah.
term of the third year,
Right.
doing this audition in Welsh. A Welsh
Never
accent.
even entered my head ever about doing anything theatrical ever.
Yeah. Well,
Sister
no,
did it,
like I
but
say,
not-
we had
not-
school plays. I was in one school play.
Which one did
Did
you
you
do?
want to be in it?
Well, yeah. Well, that because it was like
one of the ones like, oh, you've all got to have a part.
no. I had to go and like and they just give me a small
Wow.
part. So I never done anything again because
What
like
was it? Do you remember?
Tree?
no, it was about something to do
I
with
was a
like
treat.
no. I was basically a butler. I think. I think I was
played,
a butler. No, I wasn't. I was a soldier who had like 5 lines in this thing. Just this. It was. It was a play about 3 soldiers, and I was like one soldier who come in and asked one of the main 3 a question.
I'm already
and then
in. I'm
and then
so
fucked
hooked.
off again. I was so like, but I was convinced I was going to be one of the main 3.
I played
Yeah.
Captain Blackbeard in year 2.
Oh,
We're talking primary. I was Jesus and narrator.
All right,
I was,
Jesus, we're in the major.
I was everything. I was because I was a loud kid.
A one-man.
Yeah. Mate, I was.
One-man nativity with Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas's one-man nativity.
All I want to see is Rob Thomas's one-man nativity. That's your next live pod. It's
a
just
kid coming in going, I heard there was a miracle here. And then running around the stage going, yes, I've had a baby.
I'll say there was.
And then kneeling down going, hello.
I remember in year 2, we done our school nativity. We had a horrible teacher done our school nativity, and she said the only one who did any good there was Rob.
Oh wow!
And then my mum got a comment with that. 'Cause she was like, "Well, you've isolated them and singled them out," and she had a go at her for saying that. But like, yeah, basically,
what a fucking commie your mum is.
Such
a
Your
commie.
son's talented. How dare you separate him from the group?
Don't make it weird.
You're not going on that gifted and talented trip, lad. Back in with the mess.
Yeah, basically, I just read loud. I could project from like reception.
Yeah, I was a bit obnoxious.
Yeah,
because I was an obnoxious kid.
Yeah, so they just made me narrator or the main thing and everything in primary school.
Like I would answer rhetorical questions in assembly.
Yeah,
like a knobhead.
Yeah.
Like I would think that I would have hated that child.
Or I'd talk and listen, knowing they're going to ask me what have they just said, and then when you go, what have I just said? And I tell them, and then you'd be like, and you could see them going,
yeah. I think I'd have if I was a teacher, I'd have hated teaching me.
Oh yeah, I was a knobhead. Yeah. Like sometimes I look back and think you brought it on yourself. And
but I think every single comedian was that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that's who we
No, because you meet loads and you're just like, oh no, it's just like quiet in school, and you think.
You mean loads of like? Yeah,
you mean the silent killers? Yeah.
I went to
There
middle school and became a doctor.
Yeah,
those ones.
Well,
there's a few of them.
Yeah,
like actual
smart ones.
Like actual doctors.
Yeah, why? I don't understand that.
You became comics.
Yeah, good ones as well.
I don't know.
Imagine that
seems maybe hard. Mate.
Imagine having to tell you that though. I'd understand.
I did the hard bit. I did medical school. I got into medical school. I passed medical school. I came out. I got a job as a doctor. I've had a thought.
Oh my!
I'm gonna go make maybe 7 people laugh in a room above a pub for 2 years. Actually,
well, they could always go back into it, couldn't they?
Yeah.
But like I was doing that the 7 people thing above a pub. And the day job for 6.5 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the audiences got better, but like that's when I started.
So you 6.5 before you went pro.
That's quite early though.
And left London.
Yeah, well,
that was the only way I could do it.
That's you can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't do it in London.
Or like live in a squat, which at that age, I think I was like 32, 33. I was like, I can't do this again.
Yeah.
Why have you moved up? No.
Why are you here?
Why the fuck are you here, mate?
Why?
Like in a Solar Braverman kind of way. What
are you doing?
I
never. London's not my home scene. It's not my comedy home scene. So I came into London. I've never settled on the London scene. I've never particularly enjoyed the London scene. I got stuck there obviously during COVID, and then when COVID ended, I just
when did you start doing stand up?
When?
Where?
Chicago.
What the I've missed.
I know. No,
she was a nanny in Chicago.
I've missed the full season of this.
It's so basically London. Even though I'm born there, I didn't start there, and actually I wouldn't have started there. Like if I'd had to start in London, there's no chance I'd have started stand up, none whatsoever. And so
that's funny because if I hadn't gone to London, I would never have started.
Yeah,
I would have never started. If I was living at home with my mum and had to answer to her every day, even at my big age, and she's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Going to a pub to." Make people laugh for no money. There's no way I'd have carried on.
That's so funny.
I was in London with no one to watch out for me or whatever.
That's I think.
Is that what you want to
do? What I wanted?
Is that what you want to like? Would she be like, "Where are you going?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have you going into pubs.
No, it's fine. I'll go do it. I wouldn't tell her where it is.
Yeah, you'd just be like,
but starting off, you know how it is. When
it's so mortifying.
Like, it's just odd, isn't it? Like what you're doing. Like, it's a hobby in it when you start. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
And also being in London, traveling 40 minutes in London. It's not the same as traveling 40 minutes from Blackburn in the car.
Yeah,
it's like psychologically, it's just.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know, starting in the car and going to another town is different.
Because if you travel in London as well, you're not on a car, are you really?
Yeah, and often I would leave. I'd stay work a bit later and then go straight to the gig.
A bad gig in London is like nothing else in the world because I mean I sat on the tube, like a busy tube, just sobbing. Like when you first started, just sobbing. At least you're in your car. Do you know what I mean? Like at least you have a bad gig up here, and you get in your car and you just have a bit of like a.
You cried after a gig.
Oh God, yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Because of the gig.
Oh yeah, but you think it's because of the gig, but it's probably not, is it? Like you're just so like
That is, yeah.
But you are
What's the
just.
entitlements in it? It will go well.
They should have laughed.
Because I'm me, it's going to go well. So, like.
It's like the complete opposite. It's like all the things like, why did I do this? This is so embarrassing. Why have you done this? Why are you this person? Why? Like, it's all the, like, it's like the big questions. You're like, especially if you started a bit late, you're like, this is so mortifying. Why wasn't I a good girl and just got a job like everyone else and tried to, like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think I was in a job that would have progressed to like a proper.
Yeah,
I was in a career. and I was doing.
So would you eventually become an MP? Is that
No. So civil servants work for the government.
Yeah, I know what a civil servant.
But like, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter who the.
So you graduate like
because you're on a graduate program.
No. So becoming an MP is a completely different route. For that you go through the party.
Yeah.
Whereas with this you're working in the machinations of Whitehall.
Yeah.
If you're there, I mean,
you don't change when the government changes.
Yeah. So whatever the government is, you stay in your job unless they change policy and then you do.
Yeah.
But the most you could get to is becoming the cabinet minister. That's the number one job.
Right.
And that's when you sit in cabinet meetings.
Right.
Christ.
So you cried because of the gigs?
Yeah, and but also London. I just never was happy in London. I never liked gigging. I never liked the scene.
Didn't you feel like home? No.
Pardon?
So the comedy.
I wish I had.
Oh, you wish you cried because of gigs?
I don't think I've ever cried for my gig.
No.
Might have cried.
I've just got. That was what it was.
If you weren't there that time, they might have made me cry.
I've got angry
In Stoke or Crewe.
Oh yeah. I've
They
questioned it and gone, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, definitely.
Like when I'm getting changed on top of the NCP, I'm thinking, why is this happening to you? Well, I've never cried, I don't think.
I've lost some of my stamina post-COVID. I mean, as in gigging stamina, as in
not sexual stamina.
What an absolute handbrake turn this is.
the will to get in a car and drive.
We didn't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Just that has gone post-COVID. That's like why am I
I've never really had that. I've always been local.
Yeah.
I don't take gigs unless like because when I started, I was a taxi driver, so like I just look at it and go. I'd see what the gig was and go, if I could make that on my cab, why am I going to do that? And then
that's really smart. There's a couple of those in London who are cabbies, and it's a really smart move. Actually, that is just do on your route.
Why would I go and do that? If I can make more money, say that I'm working my cab, why would I go and do it? And then I can get to a level where it's like, oh, actually, no, I'm making more going to do the gig sort of thing, or I'm at least making the same. Yeah, and I much prefer to be doing the gigs.
Yeah.
So like,
just gone might be good for the experience.
No, but I think one of the good things for me is I started comedy. So I come back from uni, moved in with my wife. She was my wife at the time. Moved into a flat in town. So immediately was like, all right, well I've got bills to pay now, and so I'm responsible. Someone else who I'm responsible for, and they're responsible for me. So like someone else I have to answer to bill wise and things like that. So immediately I was a bit like, I've got to make this work.
Yeah.
So as much as I went and done I did all the took like 5 hours to Aberystwyth on a fucking Tuesday night, sort of thing. But in my head, because I don't work Tuesday nights on the cabs, it wasn't. Well, I'm sitting at home, so I'm not losing money. Where a Friday, Saturday, because I was working Friday, Saturday nights, like, well, I'm losing money to go to that gig, so now I'm not going to go to that gig, sort of thing. So I just had to find a way to make it work, and then the easiest way was always, well, if I'm 20 minutes up the road for like 3 figures, sort of thing, then yes, hard. But if it's like 2 hours away and you start including your time and your petrol, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. So like that's why I've always been dead local, like gig wise. So even now anything more than 2 hours, unless it's good money or a double, then
I think everybody's gotten lazier with it now. Just because of the online, people, just because of I don't think you don't need to do that. I think before it was like the travel is just something this job is, whereas now you go, hang on, you don't need that now. So therefore, that's why I think people are less likely.
I've taken gigs over the last year when it's come to the week, because I'm like, I'll take a gig in like March or April, not thinking about it, because that's March and April Tez's problem, not my problem. And then it comes to that on the week of, and I'm like, why am I driving to Norwich? What the fuck?
It's so long, isn't it? It's so far.
long.
And then the traffic's the one that when I'm in traffic, and that's when I get like, I can't.
What am I doing?
Yeah. I can't. Like when I was trying to get to Cardiff and Birmingham back to back these weekends, I've had to get changed at the car, and now my head's just gone. I'm just like, what the fuck? You're balancing, putting one shoe on, and then got to stand off and take that there. And you're thinking, Oh
God, I love that. I love it. I
Yeah.
like. I really love the driving. Yeah, but I think again, starting in America, like you drive for fucking
It's different.
hours.
It's a continent, isn't it?
I
Like-
don't mind the drive, but it's just
I
the
love
stress
it.
of it.
I love it. It's like a little adventure. It's like I feel like I'm setting off like my knapsack on my shoulder. Like, off we go. Like I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
I really do. It's my favourite part. I feel like I'm up and down everywhere, and I get really excited about it.
I get excited about staying over in a new town.
Yeah,
So
I
do the
see.
weekend
Yeah,
somewhere.
there's still something about
I
hotel.
like that.
Oh no, I'm done with hotels.
Really?
I reckon.
I'm kind of done with
I
It's
it.
like the opposite end
I
of the
still
thing.
get like, what? And then you're like, ooh, but it's still like, ooh, it's a hotel.
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I think I've been in some hotel and I've gone. I'm sick of this now.
Yeah.
This is lonely.
I think I've always drove back me as well.
Have you? You're one of those.
Anything less
That's
than 3
very
hours
good.
to drive back.
Yeah, because then you're in your bed.
Yeah,
and you wake up in your bed then.
I think it comes from my dad. 'Cause my dad's always worked in different places, but like he's always drove back. He's always thought, I'm not staying. Why would I stay here? When I can just, I'll just finish early and go home. So I've always been, why am I waking up tomorrow to be here when I can just wake up, be in my own house,
Yeah.
and then leave?
Anything like north of Birmingham, I'll drive on. I'm Birmingham included.
Anything less than 3 hours, yeah, I drive.
When I said Norwich, we did it in, like, my wife comes to most gigs now, which is nice.
Nice.
We did it in one. We
Is
did
she
it
not
round
sick of
trip.
it? Is she not sick of it?
Not yet. I think at some point we want kids, and then at that point she won't be able to.
Mm.
So I think
Right,
at that
yeah.
point it's just about spending time. Otherwise, we just can't because she works during the day.
But that's really nice
Yeah,
because I've
I mean,
spoken.
right, but this problem
It's
at the
about spending
moment,
time with.
I've spoken to a couple of acts who said they really missed that. They loved that they went before kids, like their girlfriends slash
Yeah,
wives
yeah,
used to come with
yeah.
them. And said it was so
Yeah.
much fun and
Yeah.
like do that. Like I was on a Glee weekend with Matt Richardson a little while ago, and it was like, I think it was his birthday or his girlfriend's birthday, and they had like this whole weekend together in Cardiff. And I don't think she watched both shows, bless her. Like, would you? But like, I think it's lovely. I think
Yeah.
it's a really nice
Yeah,
little
it's
like
nice.
excuse for a weekend.
It's nice.
Whack out 20 minutes of work in the evening, and then you know.
I've done it before, sort of thing, like half terms and stuff. If I've got a weekend away somewhere, she might come with me with the babies and like just book like a little farm somewhere, like half an hour away from the gig. But yeah, I just don't know. So I can just not be sick. But I do understand what you're saying because we have got the problem now of we never see each other.
Yeah.
She gets
Shits in
home
the
from
night,
work
yeah.
and I'm leaving to go and do whatever gig
Yeah.
or do some sort of thing. So it's like I was saying to her, I try not to take gigs midweek. So like we're Tuesday, Wednesday, try and always at least have in the house.
Yeah, it's part of like if I was in London, I feel like I'd be maybe not now because I'm obviously married, but like if I was single, I'd be trying to gig every night, just because there's just so many open mics in London as well.
Yeah.
You just know you can just get a gig whenever you want. Like even like up north, I feel like I have to organise an open mic. Like if I want to do an open mic, I feel like I still have to organise it. Whereas in London, it doesn't take that much organisation.
Right. So you don't.
And also because I started in London, so I
Right.
knew everyone running those open mics. Whereas here, I feel like I don't
Yeah,
know
but if
them.
you're a certain level, you can get on pretty much.
I'm
any
sure I
open
can,
mic,
but
mate.
because I don't know them, I don't have that sort of. I just rock up.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know them.
Well, there's that Creatures, isn't there now, which is the one that
I think Creatures is a brilliant workout
Yeah, yeah,
room. I think
Creatures
it's a great room at the weekends, but during the week it's a great workout room. I really like that. Yeah.
I'll bear that in mind. I kind of just work out my material and like paid gigs now.
But that's the thing, like I'm not good enough for that
I
yet.
never used to do that, and
Yeah.
Yeah, no, same. And
Yeah.
I have to.
He's always done it, and he's always going to do it at the weekends. I've
done
gone.
new material now, fucking years.
The idea
Yeah.
of trying that out to me
Same.
used to freak me out, but now I think I'll be honest, the last probably since doing the pod.
Very
Just fuck it, just
when
do
I
it.
have a gig with him or about, any new bit he goes, he just straight on, does it at the top, and then see how it goes, whatever, and then he goes, I know the stuff I'm going to do is good enough.
Yeah.
So he has a thought and he just goes and does it at the top, opens with it, and then he'll just go, that was all right, and then he'll crack on.
Yeah, I
with
do
what he
feel
does.
like the longer you because like I'm like that now. I feel like I also think everything new I write. I've got a voice now. I know my comic voice, so everything new I write in that voice. So it's
Yeah,
just think
yeah,
what's
yeah.
gonna.
How if you do it at
It's
the
not
top?
going to stand out, but I just put it in whenever I think
But
it
if he
goes
does
in.
it, I think he opens with it because he goes, if it's strong enough to open with, he knows it's good as well.
Yeah, I just think.
Which
no,
I think takes balls to go like, I could do a
Same.
new
I'm
bit.
still shit
It could
sandwiching at a
tank,
mic.
but then I
Yeah.
go, I'll
It
sort
depends
it
on
out.
the room as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
some
yeah,
rooms
yeah.
aren't like designed for that.
Yeah.
Like even weekend rooms are not.
yeah,
just
it
not
depends
designed
what.
for that.
To be honest with you, it depends what the bit is.
Also, who are we to tell Mick Ferry?
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like, he's one of
With
the
me, it
best.
depends what the bit is because my set sort of flows into itself, sort of thing. So it starts off talking about kids and then goes into how long been my wife and like finishes on a few sort of.
Yeah, but you can also, like you say, you
Age
can
sort of
tell at the
bits.
gig, you go, oh, I know that I
Yeah.
could lose these for a minute or two
Yeah.
and be fine.
And get
Yeah.
back. Yeah. But
Then
I
you
know.
get to a room, you think, oh, like that gig we did, like, you're not going to try anything new here. I mean, he could go the other way and you go, this is so terrible. I might as well do something new.
Or all new.
Just do that monologue I've been practicing.
Yeah.
My one-man nativity.
There are those gigs where you
Tessa's doing the nativity. You know?
It's a nativity bit.
Away.
So good.
They'd rather listen to Christmas carols than they would my set.
How long ago was that gig?
It's last summer, wasn't it?
Is it?
It was. How long
Was
ago
it this year?
What did you say was Stoke? Where was it?
It was
Stoke-ish. It was a Stoke, but it was
a
Stoke-ish.
football club.
And it's one of those that
Right.
stayed with you for this
Oh, was
long.
it that the Frog on the
Yeah.
Road one?
He stayed.
No,
Yeah.
it was
He
Freddie
stayed, he was
Quinn's.
middling or something, and he
I was-
stayed behind
yeah.
for my safety.
Yeah.
That's how
Well,
bad
there's
the
no
gig
one
was.
there.
Yeah,
Was there?
that's how bad the gig was. You got the best day, yeah. In case it kicks off.
Fuck.
And it was fine, but it was just like, I came off, I think I was about 12 minutes into my 20-minute set, and Wozniak was like,
Well,
Wrap it up, just wrap it up. You've had enough, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think he did about 16,
so
17 by the end.
I think about dragged it out.
Just professionalism.
Yeah, it was
I need to get past 15 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it 10% rule?
Bad.
Jeez.
That's what I do in the store sometimes. Like 18s, and I'm like, I can do less if you want.
Yeah.
Who was it? Is it Barry Dodds MC'd it? It was Barry, I think.
Yeah, it was Barry. I remember the gig.
Or
now.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Bless him.
He just
I saw him.
fucked
I saw him. Yeah, he left after he brought me on.
And I was just watching.
Had he asked you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say no.
No, but yeah.
Started half an hour later for you cunt.
Oh yeah. Because I was doubling for.
Yeah.
I was doubling somewhere. I think.
An impossible double, so we all took the hit of this already unplayable gig. You know what? Let's just go and do another half an hour of drinking this lot.
Yeah, he wasn't staying in case you kicked off for your safety. He was trying to get a few licks in. That's what it was.
Yeah, you might have been. That was.
So
Never
like-
that far away from them gigs on the circuit. That's the thing.
I
I know, but that's
Like,
what I
you've
love
done it all,
about it. Like,
TV
yeah.
and everything. I was like,
No.
why is Tez doing
No,
this?
I had a corporate a couple of weeks ago. Mick Ferry and me were on. It was just the two of us, and like he got away with it. Do you know what I mean? Like he got off going that was shit, but I was watching it going, he's got away with this. He's done
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
Then I've gone on going, well, if I can get away with it, if I could just do as well as that ish, I'd be all right.
Yeah.
So went on and died.
Did
and,
ya?
and what was shit about it was someone took a selfie before the gig started from the back of the room.
What's he
Because
cursed
they were
it?
like, oh, you're the guy off whatever.
He cursed it.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they went on. And then you
Who was it for? What was it corporate?
it settles you down a bit, Rob. So it settles you down a little
Right.
bit. But it was like for some random people.
Oh, it wasn't like it was. So they were like, what sort of industry were the?
Or like brickies.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. But they weren't like terrible. It was like, if you saw the room of the outside, you're going, this is playable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look playable. Mick had done it. And then it just went on and they just wouldn't go with anything.
wanna know,
Or like
yeah.
there were a couple of chuckles early on and then just steadily lost them. And then by the time I was doing stuff that I thought,
Steadily lost him.
and then by the
Sounds
time
bad,
you're
that.
15
feeling.
minutes in, you're like, this is a monologue.
Yeah.
I'm doing a monologue in front of people that I want them to react to, but they're not. And it's just like, I think I came off like 5 minutes early.
Oh.
It's just
Right.
bad. Because I was like, if they don't want it, I don't want it. Like, there's no point in ruining everyone's
Yeah.
nights.
No. A monologue isn't. Oh God, stand up when dying. Whoa. But then you can't even be asked to try and rescue it. You go, there's no point.
There's no point because
That's-
I've rescued gigs because I've been on gigs and you've done a couple of minutes and you've gone, this needs a plan B or a plan C, and I've done that and it works. But when you've gone long enough as well, you also know when you can't.
Yeah, you know when
Like, you can't
this is
rescue
over.
this.
This just do your time.
Round tables, lights are on. You can't
Yeah,
rescue
but it was
this.
so
God.
funny watching you at that other gig because
If you try and rescue, you're gonna end up getting aggressive.
Yeah,
like,
and you're gonna do
Yeah.
a bit of crowd work and upset
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
when they just, when they're just standing on, there was no stage or any light and anything. I think they just stood up and they're walking around. You're thinking, what even is this
Oh,
now?
no, I
Like
hate it.
people
I
are just
can't-
getting
oh,
up and going to
God.
the bar. And
Yeah.
like there's no
Walking
authority
across
there.
the stage
Yeah.
to go to
There's
the
not many
bar.
times that I've gone, why am I doing? Like, genuinely in my head, I'm like, I'm Tez Ilyas. I shouldn't be here.
I know I was like that as well. I was thinking,
I'm Simon Wozniak of the Wozniak tribe in Krakow, the village.
oh Simon, you do it for donkeys.
He could be in the sweet hills of Krakow.
Did he have them gigs in Chicago?
Yeah, but
So the American scene
no,
has
but
big
All
open.
that improv stuff.
No,
Was it
no,
stand-up?
no stand up. I like
I'm thinking of just 21
Jump Street.
seconds to go.
Oh.
No, what's the second city?
Yeah, Second City.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's it. That's the big comedy school. Well, IO and Annoyance. Yeah, that's the improv schools. But so in America, open mics and shows are completely different. Like completely different. Not like way more than England. We don't separate them properly in England. So So they're completely, so open mics are to a room full of comedians, all in their notebooks. You might have like 3 people who've been sat at the bar who didn't know an open mic was starting. So we're like, so open mics are the gym. Open mics are the gym. It's where you go, and if you can get a laugh in that room, that's a good joke. You never try new. A show is where you do tried and tested, and you're paid for it. Open mics where you try out your new stuff. So they're completely separate.
Even if it goes well, the new at a club, would they go? That wasn't what I booked you for.
Pros might try new. Pros might. None of the rest of us. You'd never try new at a show.
Right. So
how would they know you're trying?
And when you're pro, do you mean like as in
they're full time?
Name?
No, they're full time.
Or do you just mean a full time?
Full time.
A comic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you just be a gigging comic in America?
Yeah. The middle lasts a lot longer.
It's a continent, isn't it?
The middle's a lot longer. That's the difference.
It's the size of Europe.
Yeah.
But the Canadians come over here because there's not enough workable circuit.
No,
for
they
them
come over here because they can't get visas to America. Like
you
America's the
green
best.
Card and not green card, but like a.
But so it's longer. So for instance, the issue with this country is that we start and then you're in the middle area from about years 3 to 5, and then for some reason you're a professional comedian. In America, you start. You're all open micers for the first 2 or 3 years. You middle for about 7. No one thinks you're good until 10. Like no one, maybe a bit before that if you started a bit older, but like you're not good for like 8 years. No one would take you seriously for first 7.
So when do you start making money?
What if you are good though?
Well, you're not by the rest of them standards. Like you're not Seller, you're not NYCC, you're not like, do you know what I mean? Like you're not at the big clubs. You're not the store.
Who's that pretty boy with the
Matt Rife?
Matt Rife.
No,
he's been
Bo Burnham.
No, the Bo Burnham, yeah.
Yeah, he's been going a minute.
Yeah,
Not now.
But Bo Burnham started on YouTube.
He blew up early though.
Yeah, but he started on YouTube.
Yeah.
He was a Justin
he was
Bieber.
selling shows.
And he's
before
the
he was
music.
Justin Bieber of
He's
comedy, innit?
he's a whole thing. Yeah.
If you get famous,
Matt
that's
Rife been going
different.
a minute,
That's
I know that.
different than
Yeah.
being famous. If you get famous,
that's different,
then you can be as big. You know, you can be going.
But they can road they road dog for years. Like you're making a living off it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
the
That's what I'm saying,
weekends
like,
at
so
comedy
what-
clubs.
Imagine the circuit was as big as it is in the country, but
Yeah.
all over Europe.
Yeah.
and
everyone spoke English.
Yeah, but I'm thinking more cost to get into places. And
Yeah.
What-
It is, but you
How
get
does that
paid better
work?
at weekends.
so like,
But like, say you're in Chicago.
Yeah, and
you
so
got a gig
I did my weekend in Cincinnati.
and say you're a pro comic, right? And
Yeah.
so you got a weekend in Denver.
Yeah.
So you got to fly to Colorado.
Well, they'll pay your accommodation.
and flights.
It depends on if you're headlining or featuring or emceeing. It would depend. Headliner would. I
So
don't
if
know
you're
about
open
the other
mic
two.
level, you're just doing the state.
You're losing money. I reckon this is the first year I've broken even.
But are you just doing the state? Are you not going to New York? You're not going to LA?
No, you might do if your mates are out there, yeah, but you're not going to New York, no.
So do
Christ,
you do
no.
weekends at Laugh Factory?
Yeah. But that's my home club.
Were you close or not?
No, absolutely
Laugh
not.
Factory in
I'm
Chicago?
no, I'm not. The monsters close, like the
Right.
big boys
So
close.
who was closing when
So
you were
who's,
there?
how many acts are on a
who's the
night
big-
and then
who's the
what?
big boy that we might have heard of?
None of them. She wouldn't know the Chicago scene. Like Pat McGann or like Pat Tomasulo or Corey Bell, like the Kristen Toomey. She was in London a while ago. Like the big
So were
kids
they
close.
who was closing that weekend? You did then?
T Murph, I think, and Marilee, and I don't think
There are
Corey was
different
in
closes every night.
because it's a comp show. So there's like
What's a comp
7
show?
of us on. So that it
Right.
goes, but everyone's 10. There's no break. There's no
And who
interval. There's no.
and the closer does how long?
Everyone does 10. The closer, if they're down on early slots, they might let the closer stretch the legs and do 15. But yeah.
What about the clubs? That, like the
So
closers
the
do like
clubs
an
are
hour
different. The
or
clubs go
45 minutes or
MC,
whatever?
feature, headline, and the headline does 45 to an hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what? The clubs and what? Sorry, what were you on about?
Laugh
then?
Factory doesn't do. Laugh Factory does comp shows unless it's like a one off. Like unless someone's coming
So
in, they'll give them a Sunday.
Is it
or
Friday or
whatever.
Saturday professional then or not?
Yeah. But
But it's 7 of you.
where there's 7, Laugh Factory runs it
But the
different.
normal clubs do like.
Zanies and the Cellar doesn't even do, but the Cellar would do 10. Everyone would get a 10.
Cellar's not pro though, is it?
That's the
No, I know
biggest.
you got to be pro, but isn't the Cellar like all new material though? Like,
Not the
So
weekend.
if I went,
Yeah.
and I gave them, just say I was going to Chicago,
Yeah.
like 6 months time for whatever reason.
yeah, and you do a Zanies.
How long would I have to give them notice to get a spot?
A spot, or did you want to headline your night with the show with Ted Zilius?
Not necessarily headline, but just like get in.
A few month.
Okay, cool.
It's much quicker. Like you book,
Okay.
not nowhere near as
And
far
what would I
ahead
need
as
to
like
tell them? Just be like,
credits
I do
and
bits and-
yeah, things like that.
Okay.
And yeah,
So how come
Yes.
Laugh Factory don't have a big like a Shane Gillis? I mean, he's probably too big now, isn't he? For that. But
Yeah.
like, How come they don't have that model of the big paid headliner for?
That's just not how they run theirs. All the shows are like best of Chicago stand up or like this. So it's
So
just
is the
not,
industry not like ours? Is it not like an industry standard over there?
no,
Then?
not at all. Well, there is in terms of at a weekend residency comedy club, it will go MC, feature, headliner.
So just 3 acts.
Yeah, maybe an open spot if they're being kind. Like if they're
And what do they take to be a feature?
either it's someone who's really, really good in that state, so it'll be a local, or the headliner. Headliner has to sign off on it. So the headliner will either bring their feature or they can sign off on a
So
local.
the headliner is almost like a tour show.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. That's why I thought the American circuit was that. I thought the American circuit was literally the likes of the.
So how's everyone else getting on then? Because there can only be so many.
Because
headliner level
basically,
concerts.
you
Yeah, and open
become
mics.
friends with a headliner, or you get in with a club who goes and, the
And
headliner
indies,
might
there's
go.
loads of indies. Like there's
Yeah,
independent
there's-
shows which are like the rooms and bar, like some of the
Would
best
an
shows.
independent show pay?
Not much.
What is the equivalent of like an angel comedy in
An angel comedy in
Chicago?
Humboldt Jungle or Chuck or like Chicago Underground or Schubert's. Yeah, it would be one of those.
Mad.
So it's just
It
different.
seems so much harder.
That's what I mean. Like it's just like
You don't
it's such
pop
a
for
slog
longer.
to get anywhere.
You just don't pop for longer, but that's why they're better.
Yeah, but
Well,
like,
I've heard that. I can't remember. He was telling me about the LA comics. Always
Very
do that.
different.
But NY comics are always doing new. They're always gigging.
New York
and
comics
they're
have the
best.
most stage time in the country, and the LA comics have sometimes the least, depending on where they're
But
at.
the
because-
LA ones want to just smash, whereas the New
Yeah.
York comics are more
The
obsessed
LA,
with normal
the
material.
LA comics, I guess, have more scope to make money.
Yeah, they're
outside of-
out there for industry.
outside of stand-up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
They're doing other stuff. Yeah. So there's a lot of like presenters
So the
and
NY
actors
comics
and
look down on the LA.
yeah,
don't
very
they?
much so. Yeah.
Who are the LA? Who are the famous like just
Rogan.
LA comics?
Whitney, Whitney Cummings.
All the famous ones, basically.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
ones you've never heard of in New York.
Good
Nick
looking.
Glazer,
Chris
Nick
D'Elia,
Glazer,
he's
yeah.
absolutely an LA comic. He's not a New York comic.
But they're all terrible though.
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the LA ones, but yeah,
Amy Schumer, is she LA or
she's
she?
New York, very New
Oh,
York.
New York. Okay.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
Ori Styler. That's the one who was telling me about it. Because he's got his missus is over there.
Yeah.
He goes over there and he does it. And all the NY ones. Oh, and that Tammy Hatton as well. He was telling me about it.
Mm.
That they're always just and Mal Coley again. He was the one who said NY.
Yeah.
They're just 6 gigs a night.
6 gigs a night, and it's
waiting to
just
see if anyone from Apple's there to give them an 80 grand corporate. Or I think was it Mal Coley or someone was telling me that there was the producer of 50 Cent's Netflix thing, and then someone just got a job on that. They were just like, I'm a producer for this. I don't know how true this is,
Probably is though.
yeah.
but they're always on like a block, isn't it? Like
do you
there's comedy nights every fucking block because everyone's.
and a lot
Right.
of venues have like 3 or 4 a night. So you just go.
Sounds horrible.
So what was?
Yeah.
5 gigs
just-
a night.
Just
You
let
know
me do a
what?
Rob Riley double.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's a much
Can
simpler
you be
style
a
life.
headliner there but not be famous?
God, yeah.
Oh yeah, like here.
Oh fuck yeah.
That does happen. Like
Oh
here,
yeah, and they're killers.
no following at all.
Oh no, you'll have a following, but like,
Right.
but it wouldn't be to us. It wouldn't be on Netflix or
No,
whatever.
but like if they got like a decent following.
Yeah.
Literally, because you got people here that have got no following.
I know,
Oh,
but
headline.
but it's like the generation who've just got onto Instagram, and I always like
but pre-Instagram, would those people have followers? So the headline, so pre-Instagram, so say it's 2009-10.
yeah.
If you can like,
Yeah.
so would those headliners, those killers you talk about,
Yeah.
not the non-famous ones,
Yeah.
would they have a following?
Of sort or not at all.
I don't know how did people have followings? Just like
They never really.
mailing list.
Certain comics never.
I think you used to know the names you liked.
Yeah.
Did they have websites? We had websites in
Well, I'm just
2009
saying
and
now
10.
because
So
obviously I gig with Jimmy McGee, who has no online presence.
Yeah.
And he's always in the clubs. He's been doing it for years.
well, Kitson. I mean, Kitson has this little mailing
That's
list,
Kitson
what
made
made
it,
it.
and
wasn't
like,
it?
Yeah, but
and that's how he does it. And
Yeah,
he's,
but he won the award in Fringe, and then he was like Kitson's one of them ones where
And he was on a sitcom.
right place, right time sort of thing as
was
well.
he?
Yeah, he was
He was on Phoenix
he was
Nights,
on
yeah.
Phoenix Nights,
Oh God.
And then he
Alex
won
Baldwin,
the
for
Edinburgh
example.
Award. He won what?
Yeah. Well, like Mick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Mick's got a bit more profile, I'd say, than.
He's been on a bit more telly.
Well, I mean, Jeff Innocent sorted his
He's
Instagram
huge,
this
yeah.
year.
But pre-Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sorted
No one
his.
knew who Jeff
no
was.
one was, and he was killing. He was just going around killing.
yeah, but that's the thing, though. But like, so in America, will people just go to clubs?
Yeah,
They wouldn't like because
they know the.
I think I was always sold on the idea in America people only go for names.
No.
So like the
So
clubs.
would you go to like the comedy cafe on a Saturday? Whoever's on is on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of the time. They do, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Maybe less so now because we're all getting a bit social media about the whole thing. But yeah, I think people had their favourite clubs they went to. And yeah, especially in Chicago, which is quite a comedy city. Like, yeah.
How many gigs can you do a night in Chicago?
I think I did 4 on my last day. Usually 3. I should be doing 3. I think my record's 6.
And how full would they be?
Oh, on a Saturday, if you're paying, my 6 was between Laugh Factory and Zanies, so you're just it's beautiful.
Are you remunerated well or not?
Not as well as I would be over here. I don't.
Well,
No,
if I
not for something
did
like that.
6 gigs on a Saturday, I'd be expecting to walk home with like 4 figures.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be on
Is it
that.
kind of like what London's now, where you got to do like
Yeah.
3 or 4 gigs
Yeah,
to get
it's
a
more
weekend
like
fee?
London pay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I hate London. I can't start. I think anyone who gigs in London
But
is
that's
Lots
but
of
really,
work.
a scab.
but if Liverpool had, if you could do 6 gigs in a night in
Yeah,
Liverpool,
you could charge it for everyone less.
that wasn't just one venue,
yeah.
Yeah.
and there were like 3 different clubs giving you 6 gigs, they'd pay less.
Yeah, but that's
Convenience charge.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
Yeah, but it's just
convenient, is it?
like-
You gotta
But that's
do
what would
6
happen.
sets.
I'm saying, but that is just
But
what
if
would
you're a
happen.
comic who says
But that
no,
is what would happen though.
if you're a comic who says no to that, then eventually the price would rise.
Yeah, but then every comic has to say no.
But that's
to
the
it.
whole
Exactly.
unionise the comics
We're
thing,
never
isn't
going to
it?
unionise. We're too ratty. Like, we're
Yeah.
never. There's always some kind who's like, I'll do it.
It's like you devalue what we do here, mate.
I know. Do you remember every time we've all tried to be like, no, we should not be working at this club because they're not paying people. They're defaulting on paying people.
And Junglers did, but only Junglers
Yeah.
only died because it died, not because comics refused to do the gig.
Oh yeah, they still had yeah. There's a club that we know now that owes loads of people money that still
Yeah.
just seems to be going.
Yeah. I've heard people, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know I've had a lot because I'm only just now starting to like road dog a bit, and people are like, do not, because they're not paying.
Give me the
people.
name after.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, you'll know.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah. But it takes that. It takes people literally being like, no, they literally won't put money in your bank. Before comics are like, oh.
There'll
like,
always be some new comic
Yeah.
who's not getting money anyway.
Me,
Then they
yeah.
go, you know
I'd be
what?
like, okay,
I
yeah.
go fair play to that guy.
Yeah. I
you
didn't
know
need
what?
the stage
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I think, yeah, you
know.
know what? You go and do that gig then.
Yeah.
They're not paying.
Sorry, I'm still hung up on the fact that 10 years before you see any bit of money.
No, not you take any bit of money before you're good. Before
Before you take
people,
it ser-
before you
people are like,
take it
he's
seriously. Like, yeah. Before you're taken seriously.
Are there like New York competitions there?
Huh?
New act competitions, you know, like the BBC New Comedy Award and all that stuff.
Because what their model is, like, you don't get an agent for 6 and you're not good for 10. If you, the American comics, like, they're all quite intrigued by the Edinburgh Festival. Like, they're all quite like intrigued by it, but they do talk about it as one man shows. That she was like, I've been thinking about doing a 1-person show, but like the idea of being 4 years in and thinking you have an hour is hysterical. It's hysterical to them, as it should be.
But that's why everyone writes those like almost theatre pieces, don't
Right,
they?
and that's fine. But
Because
can we
they
call
don't
it
have
that?
60 killer minutes.
You don't have 60.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to. But then, like I say,
Also, that's not the fashion.
there's a big
in Edinburgh.
difference.
No.
People don't.
Yeah.
I think
for some
everyone has
reason,
the
people don't want that in
theories on
Edinburgh.
ours, don't they? Everyone has
Yeah,
a theory.
yeah.
I've heard one
I've got a
theory.
bit. I had.
It
When
needs
I
to be
started
3
off,
good bits
Yeah,
and
yeah.
no bad bits of it. That's a theory of
when I started off, I was doing those sort of like big think piece Edinburgh shows where you're like, here's a theme, here's a grand arching theme and whatever. But now I'm like, I just want to write 60 minutes of funny material.
How far in were you when you did your first Edinburgh?
5.
Jeez.
60's dead.
But even then, like, I think it's a big thing with finding your voice, sort of.
Yeah,
So
it's-
do I.
isn't it?
I totally
Dead.
agree.
What's in now? You tell
40.
me. 40. Is that the zeitgeist?
Yeah.
But you can't
We know
tour a
someone.
40
We know.
like, what-
No,
what
we
you-
know someone who did 40-minute tour show.
40's fine. One, you're going to get more out of your material, aren't you? Because you go, an
That's
hour and
true.
10. So you go, I'll do 40. And then goes, there's a lull at 45. Well, do 40.
But all right, so how's the show working? So
Yeah.
people pay 20 quid for a ticket. How's the show working?
They warm up.
Support does 20-25. Break. As long as that 40's decent, they don't give a fuck. You go in at 8 and you leave at 9:30. They'll be happy with that.
Yeah, true.
They don't give a fuck anymore. And also, they see you online.
I like going on and doing. So the way my tour shows work, I like going on and doing a bit of crowd work at the top.
Yeah, that's the thing I've noticed. I've started emceeing loads more, and like when I'm emceeing, like
People love that shit.
crowd work takes so long.
Yeah, I can do.
I want to say it takes so long. I don't mean like you feel like it takes so long. You feel like you've been on stage 5 minutes. The next thing, I've been talking
Oh yeah,
for ages, and it's like, fuck,
yeah.
I need to get going with my show. Even
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we done yesterday. I said, we'll come up to the stage. We'll do 20 minutes, me and you chatting. Next thing I look at me watch, like that's pretty much the
It was
first.
45. Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, it was.
Before we even brought someone on, it's like, how the fuck have we spoke to people for 45 minutes?
I think I'll do like 30 minutes at the top of crowd work, have a break, and then do a 45 minutes.
So you support yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah. Because when I first went to watch like Jimmy Carr and stuff, he never had a support act.
I quite like the model of the American model. Like going, here's some mates you might not know.
Yeah.
You couldn't see me.
And friends.
Here's people you might not know. Enjoy them, and then I'll do an hour at the end of it.
Yeah.
But they don't break.
That's weird. That though.
No, it is. I had this argument with someone else.
Why isn't it is weird?
It isn't. The whole point of your feature is hype man. That's the whole point of your feature, is to be a hype man. We send our hype man out, and then there's an interval. And you're like, well, you got to do it all again. And we've got to hype them all up again. Like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like we go, it goes MC feature
No,
headliner, bang, all the way through.
Like a film.
No, that's
like a movie, innit? Like
a cinema.
That's the whole
cinema. You sit.
That's
for 2
whole
hours.
Americanism thing. That there was
But like in
like
the cinema, you sit for 2 hours. Though.
Yeah,
You don't think twice about it.
yeah.
Whereas if a show had no intervals, it'd be less than 2 hours.
But the reason we can't do this is because it's for venues and drinks.
Yeah, no,
over
that-
here.
that-
More
it's
going
no
on
bar,
with the
but
cinema
then,
thing, though.
If I was going to cinema and I could pause the film to go get another drink or popcorn, I would.
Yeah, but you don't know.
Yeah, that's just because.
So I'm saying if we
Yeah, we don't need
did
it.
that,
Yeah. Short game's a good game.
Yeah, but then I think then the guy
I feel
who's
like
on
with my-
stage is
like
just
with my
there to take
audience-
people going for pisses.
Like with
and
my
whatever you-
audience is like 70% probably Asian Muslim, right? They don't need a break.
Yeah. They haven't got the drinking culture sort of thing involved, so what do they need a break for?
But the venue would make me have a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying they don't need a break though. My audience doesn't need a break.
Would you? Do you
No,
think
back in the like Ken Dodd used to do like 3 hours.
yeah, he's closed the door.
Well, that's because that's the only time you could see him.
That's true. That's
People
a really
do-
good point.
The hour
You are on-
club,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think people used to do hour 10s and 20s because apart from that show, you'd never see
you wouldn't
that
see me
guy.
in another 3
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
see that guy
Yeah.
for 5 hours a week on a podcast. You
Yeah,
don't need
yeah.
him to do an
Yeah.
hour 10.
Yeah,
40
yeah.
is fine.
Yeah.
Whereas they only got to see
I don't want to do
Manford
3
for-
hours, but I'm saying
But that's why Manford would go
Yes,
do
go
40
for
minutes,
it. Do
40
3.
minutes, a break, and then an hour because they give him value for money because you don't see me any other time.
yeah, that's
Now
true.
you see me all the time. You can fucking message me. You can go FaceTime with me if you fucking want.
God no.
It's too invasive.
Yeah.
40 is enough
I
of
wish
you.
I wish I'd come 10 years earlier.
You
It's a
wish you
comedy.
Yeah.
Same.
Like I wish I'd blown up pre Instagram TikTok era. Because I'm not good at it.
Yeah,
I'm getting by, but I'm not good at it.
Do you like it?
No,
Are you interested in it? That's it.
I also don't like
That's
it.
the thing.
No.
Like
Why-
I'm playing, I do
yeah.
it because it's part of the
Why
game
just-
now. You have to do it now. It's part
Yeah.
of the job. But I wish I'd like didn't have to. Or
how much stuff you got filmed?
quite a bit.
Like, why wouldn't you just pay someone to just edit that into clips?
Yeah,
and
no, I'm
do it?
doing that, but like the algorithm, either people aren't enjoying it or the algorithm. Like bits do like hit and miss. A bit will do really well,
Yeah,
and then the next bit won't do as well. So like
That's-
my algorithm's a bit random.
I just think that's the game.
but I've
that,
had
though.
nothing like blown up.
I just think that's the game. That though. I've
But
had
nothing-
You want gatekeepers.
Huh?
You want gatekeepers.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's because
I'm
he was. That's he got picked by them. That's
Yeah.
why.
Miss
Yeah.
No, I'm just only because I'm not good at it. That's
No,
it.
I like gatekeepers in a way because it means we've got to work now.
Yeah.
That's the bit I go, oh.
Yeah.
I
Just have a gatekeeper I can try and do
like,
something.
I'm less good in this space than I am on stage.
Right.
Yeah,
And so like the people who are good in this sort of spaces
Mm.
are smashing it in today's day and age. Whereas this is not my
like someone who's good on podcasts.
yeah, this
like
is not my forte. Like I'll do fine, but I'm not like, you know,
Got to work out.
as good as I am at
social
stand-up.
media.
I think you've sparkled,
Tez.
Tez. I just want you to know that.
Thank you very much.
Sparkled.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Put that on my
Yeah, but then
podcast.
like, but, you had clips. You had clips on ours
I've had clips do well.
that got over 1 million views. The
I've
only
had clips
problem
do
is.
well, but it doesn't grow my following.
Well, I think that's the
exponentially,
problem.
like-
I think with some social media, there's a sort of so like there's clips on our social media that you've had over 1 million views on, because on TikTok we can't collaborate. You're sort of in the tag, so someone's going to go looking for you to find who you are. Where
Yeah.
if that was like Instagram, well, Instagram now until they change the rules again, probably. If that was we could collaborate on that, you'd have had loads of followers on it.
Yeah.
So it's just the way, like, yeah.
But even like the bits where like, you know, you see certain people blow up and then their following increases by like 20% overnight. No, I'm not even talking about like the Matt Rives and the Cole Porters. I'm talking about like just people who get a nice bit and then they get a nice bump overnight.
Matt Bragg's a good one.
Yeah, I don't even get that. Like I get like
Matt Bragg had a good push.
like I don't even get that. Like even bits that do super well don't grow my following that much.
I got a 5% bump this week off one bit.
That's nice.
Yeah, but what are you on followers now? Instagram?
86.
That's
But
a good
that's-
chunk.
It is, but a lot of that is banned like Mobeen.
Right.
And so it's not a. There are people.
Ticket buyers.
Yeah, they're not ticket buyers. So there are people on our circuit who have significantly less followers than me, but those followers
Sell more tickets.
are
Buy
more
tickets,
engaged,
yeah,
are
yeah,
more
yeah.
engaged in the Hutchie,
But
for
she's got
example.
like a 50% ticket buying.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
His ratio is mad.
Smith.
Yeah, there you go. But Smith is also like that's
just yeah.
But his is his is a lot of ticket buyers. His
Well, his is like
size of his 24, 25 tour and his followers.
His next tour would be 50% of his followers would buy tickets. Yeah,
it's good, that isn't it?
Really if I had that, I would have no issues.
Yeah.
So you think you're following? There's
but then,
no ticket
what clips are you putting out?
Not zero.
You putting stand up out though?
Yeah. I'll just put a clip out tonight. That there's clips that you're like, it's a good clip. This, you know, when you're saying you're like, I like this.
Watch 111
and then you're like,
oh,
it's not doing numbers. And then sometimes it's the algorithm. Sometimes the clip's just a bit too long and people switch off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I've seen that bit on tour. You got to remember, like the people who I'm already giving the clip to might have seen it on tour.
I think that's what I think.
Might have seen it somewhere.
Instagram seems to be the one where you get the most like the alternative ticket sales, but it's also the hardest one to go viral on.
Yeah. YouTube is the hardest, but But that is also not made to go viral on.
Yeah,
it's a completely different thing. Like you have to like just slowly just slog away and build a following, and then those followers will carry you.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like it's like talking about space. You know what I mean? Where you're like, I know it's there. I just have no sort of real grasp of what is going on in that ether. And I just
do though, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And I hats off to those people.
Not Ken Cheng, sorry.
And Nigel Long.
Yeah. Dead racist, haven't you on it? Nigel smashed it. Different.
I remember doing a gig with him.
Differently though.
I remember
like beyond your wildest imagination. Like
I remember the things he was doing as well. I'm thinking that's fucking mad. That, and obviously he's just proven right. So he was doing gigs and he'd bring his own lapel mic.
Yeah.
So because
the sound was better.
The sound was better, and he'd realise that the sound was better. He'd do better on
I remember him showing me his laptop behind his little comedy carnival one. I think it was me on. There was him. I think there was Jeremy O'Donnell as well. And then he was there with his laptop and showing me how he was making these videos and all that. And I was like, sound that lad, yeah. And then he just,
he knew
he just texted me going, he's seen Nigel Long. I went, fucking hell.
He knew his statistics and he knew the difference between
he's
good audio,
also good
bad
at editing.
audio.
He's good at what he does, but he's also good at the analytics and how to like manipulate that and how to like what time to post, all that sort of stuff. He's dead good at it.
Yeah. But all that, the problem with that is you have to stay on top of it as well because it all changes overnight.
Yeah.
Paul Blair.
I think once you get to a certain number, it doesn't matter as much.
Well, Paul Blair told me, like, basically...
Who?
Paul Blair, Hot Water.
Yeah, sorry.
Some people think he's good at social media. He said, I'm just constant because the rules change that much and the algorithm changes that much that it doesn't, like... There was one time where he'd look at the best time to post something, the best things, what kind of hashtags you need and stuff like that. And he said, you'd have to have 6 months, everything go well, and then suddenly stop. And they changed the algorithm and they haven't told you, and then you've got to go and research.
But then you've got to work it out yourself.
You've got to research how the algorithms changed, and
because none of us got into comedy to do that.
You're looking on Reddit.
Thank you. This is it. It goes back to like the number counters. Like I don't care.
I don't want to be a wanker about it, but be artists, man.
No, that's exactly.
Like we didn't do this. Fucking.
You got it. When did you start?
2010.
So yes, you're same year as me then, sort of thing. Well, I'm late 2010. We got into it before, like, you just wanted to be a comic.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do stand up. Like, it wasn't even a thing. Anything else was like
a bit romantic about it.
Yeah, we were talking before. People now start it.
Whereas now, like,
and they know
we have to be content creators now. And I'm not a content creator. Like, I'm learning how to be a content creator, but it's not what I'm good at.
Well, we're dead then, aren't we?
Or we just,
you adapt, don't you?
Or just becomes,
you adapt or you die. I'm just dying.
Becomes a job, innit?
I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm finished, me.
Not after that Philly cheese set from McDonald's, you won't be. You'll be bouncing straight back.
No, but then this,
unboxing.
But then this gets you back.
Yeah, you never know, do you?
Yeah.
You just don't know what's going to happen with your career.
Well, no, you look at it though, but then like, so this is all right. You think about the fact that like, how many people now know who we are that didn't know who we were?
Yeah.
And we still haven't got like fucking 10,000 followers though. But like, you go to a gig and someone asks for a photo and you're like, oh God, that's from the box. And you just think, well, all right, we'll just keep going then.
Yeah.
There's that one, but like,
it goes like this. For some people, it happens quicker, but eventually it is this.
Yeah.
And for some people, that point happens quicker. And for some people, it takes a long time.
I just think you have to just laugh at the whole it's fast.
So do I. I just think if
it's
everything,
all fast, like, you know what? Who gives a fuck? Just, this is insane.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
I think you gotta have something to. You just have to have an idea of what you're working towards. It doesn't have to happen overnight. You got to know what.
Financial
Like,
security.
so I'm working towards going on tour to be able to have more.
Just financial security, so don't have to work anymore.
Yeah. Well,
everything.
Okay, but
That's
then
all I want to do.
would you then
if that
stop
was
this
all I was
immediately?
concerned about, though, I'd just be a drug dealer.
Tell your dad to give me 5 million.
You'd
and
stop this
never see-
immediately.
Immediately.
Shut up.
Rent out 1 bedroom for a month. I will stop doing this immediately.
You'd go back to it. You'd be bored.
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
go,
but
you know what, I'll go.
no, but if you made me sign a contract, like say there's a contract saying we'll give you 5 million cash, no tax,
And
whatever.
you
that's
can
your bank
never
account.
do stand-up
You will
again.
never do stand up again. You can fuck about online,
Yeah.
but you can't do stand up again.
Oh yeah, I'd
I'd
sign
sign that.
Shut up.
I'd sign that. Yeah.
I wouldn't have
I
signed
think
it. I wouldn't have signed
I'd
it.
sign it
I wouldn't have signed it pre-COVID. But like once you're married and like, your priorities change.
Yeah, I'd sign it.
I think I'd find another
my
outlet.
priorities have just changed. I would need another outlet, but my priorities have just changed.
Yeah, I would sign it, but at the same time, if I just got given it, would I still do stand up? Yeah, I'd just be very choosy with a gig. I just I think
I'd probably still do it, but like you said,
a pick and check like I would.
people. If you said I'm a millionaire, you'd get more followers just because that's
Money goes to money, mate.
yeah.
stop lying.
I'm like, oh, have you seen the Andrew Tate of comedy? Just,
Yeah. Bootle's
in his
billionaire.
his Lamborghini.
Bootle's secret billionaire. Just like, how come he's not left Bootle? He just fucking
Just
loves
put
the
this
place.
out. I will never kill myself.
I'd start doing that. Film myself Bootle's billionaire. Why's he not left? Well, I've got a drug dealer next door.
Yeah,
I've
Bookie's
got a
in the
bookie
local.
next door. Why would I leave? Yeah.
Yeah, it's handy. Everything you want.
Can't
Airport
leave
around the corner.
community. Yeah.
Jeez.
Best airport in the world.
Bootle?
No. Got a dock though.
Have you?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, it does well. Good for imports. Are we wrapping off?
That's your natural.
Enjoying it.
You want to sit in silence?
No, just the general chat.
You have a nap.
People panicking
About their careers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you enjoying being in the same boat as people.
But you're not the same. But
But
you're,
no, but do you
you're
think-
doing fine.
But do you think everyone at every level panics about their career a little bit? I think everyone's always looking up.
Unless
aren't
you're
they?
financially secure and you can
But
never.
then-
No,
that's the
I
thing.
don't think
But
it's
that means-
financially
But
secure.
that
I
means
think it's
different
everyone.
things. That means different things to different people.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Like you just
Like,
like
the
we
richer you
just
get,
discussed.
the bigger your bills are.
I'm not happy with 5 million.
Yeah.
Ted is.
But also, I do think that with anything, with any fame or success, there is going to be sides that you go, oh, this is a bit shit as well. It's always going to be a bit shit.
I think because I was speaking to Milo. So obviously he's blown up to doing well, and he's like, "Oh, I was doing this shit corporate last night." And I was like, "Oh, the cost of fame, mate." I was like, "You're getting paid because to be Troy Hawk, hand some awards out." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I might stop doing them." It's like his obviously problem is he's obviously sitting there thinking, "But how long does this last?" So can I stop doing them because I don't know how long this lasts for?
Golden handcuffs.
Yeah, it's like I've got to keep going because who knows. It's like why I never ever blame footballers for trying to get as much money as they can
Oh,
because
never. No.
They-
We'd go Saudi in a heartbeat.
yeah, 100%.
I've contacted them, mate.
About that cricket catch. Yeah.
Shares in another one podcast if you want, mate.
A small window to try and maximise.
Smash and grab.
Whereas Hatty? Hatty's got generational wealth, so she'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm absolutely laughing.
3 siblings inheriting that 6-bedroom house. It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not
Just
ours.
think,
Like,
once her dad
It's a
goes,
million,
she's got your... probably more than that.
no, it isn't.
I reckon your house is worth
A 6-bed in Chiswick, it's got to be 3 mil.
more.
With I have actually don't know, but
Does it have a garden?
Yeah.
Is there parking space for a car?
not like we have to park on the road,
Okay.
like not on the.
Permit, though.
Yeah.
Is it one of them, like, it's got stairs going up to the front door?
No. Soz.
Oh,
A townhouse, yeah.
Fucking
Jesus,
love
we're not a Chelsea townhouse. Say that for
Has
absolutely.
it got a basement?
Loft.
A townhouse.
No.
Where the fuck are these 6 bedrooms? There's no
Just
loft.
we got another floor with 3.
Also 3 floors.
Yeah.
3 floors, mate. Well, we call that a loft. They just got 3 floors, all the same size, not slanted.
Right.
Oh no, the top one's slanted.
Okay.
I don't know, but what I do know is like that. Like,
I don't know.
no, I actually don't know, but
Do you know
I,
how much your parents' house is worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
but I also know it's not
Sure
ours.
you knew what yours was.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
It's just that. Common knowledge, isn't it?
120, 130.
Well, mine... I think
It
mine-
is as well.
yeah.
It's about that much.
I know what my
Mine's-
mum and dad made.
Mine's 250 to 300, I think.
You know, my mum's old gaff, because she lives with me now, is a 5-bed,
Yeah.
120, 130. That's
My
that's
mum and dad's
Blackburn.
house is 4-bed, 250.
Yeah. Brutal, isn't it?
Big garden and that. Whereas yours is...
I have no idea, but also I'm very aware that it's not mine.
What do your siblings do? It is yours.
But it isn't like I don't look at that and be like, wow. I look at that and kind of go, I'll have to hold on to whatever I get, hold on to for my kids because I make fucking nothing. Like
fuck your kids.
I make nothing. Like that will have to be.
You enjoy it, mate.
Nah, I would be mortified if I'd done this with all the opportunities I'd been given and then fucked over my kids.
The money you inherit, hopefully it's in a long time.
Yeah.
From that house in London.
Yeah.
We buy you a street up here. Ish.
Well, no, after that, it depends, doesn't it? Because of the old death tax. It depends if,
I'll get a trust set up now. Sort that out.
See, I don't understand that.
I don't either. But
are they grandparents, your parents?
No, they wish.
Oh,
my God, they
Where
wish.
are you and the sibling?
First.
yeah.
Big girl.
Oh, right. So what?
Me, Arch Mays. Yeah, so it was
What
me.
did they do?
Arch fine. Arch is in mergers and acquisitions out
Oh,
of
his
China.
name's Archie.
Yeah.
In China.
What's she trying to tell us here? Like
He works
his
in
name's,
China.
his name's
that's all
no,
he
but his
needs.
name's Archie though.
Merch and
They've
accusation.
always got
mate.
jobs overseas, haven't they?
So how old is he? How old
What
is he?
uni did he go? Yeah.
Cambridge. Yeah.
What's,
The sixth form had good links.
Yeah.
He's very
what uni did
prideful.
you go?
Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Yeah, yeah.
What about your sister then?
Pardon?
Your younger sister as well?
Yeah, she's an actress.
An actress?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah.
Did she go drama? Did they let her go drama school?
Yeah, we both went to drama school
Oh,
in the
okay.
end. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
have you been in anything big?
No, that you've seen her in. She did lots when she was little, but like
Which
nothing-
one? Which drama school?
We both were at Lambda.
That
the
just sounds
That's the
good.
no, it's the Oxbridge of Lambda and RADA, the Oxbridge
Rad.
of drama schools.
Right.
You heard of RADA?
Yeah.
They're not more expensive than the other schools, just to be absolutely
No, but
clear.
Oxbridge
Like,
are also not.
Yeah.
Oxbridge is
Yeah,
also
but
not more expensive.
Oxford and Cambridge are the same prices as like
Yeah,
Leeds.
they
but
are. Yeah.
No, that's Nottingham Trent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Archie threw me.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah, no, Archie does through people.
What's the long one called? Lottie.
No,
Oh.
it's actually not maybe better. Maisie.
Yeah. M-A.
Maisie can be common as well.
Maisie, Hatty and Archie.
That is.
Cute them, aren't they?
Yeah.
Cute
ah.
little crappy. Did you have hats at your school?
No, we didn't. We didn't have
Yeah.
boaters. We weren't that school. We didn't have boaters.
Didn't
the
have
kids,
boaters.
No. The kids I looked after, they had boaters, but I didn't. We did not have boaters.
Every level you're at, there's a level above.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're a millionaire, there's billionaires kids.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's every level.
I often think about that, going like, just even if you had the 10 mil, there's somebody out there that just
Because
pisses your
whatever
10 mil.
area you moved into
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
you're not the richest person in that area by a long shot.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I like the subtle little differences. Like say paying off. I paying off your car insurance in 1 hit. Whew.
Yeah, I've just done that because it's like, because when I bought my first car, I had a job.
Yeah.
Like I was in the civil service, innit?
Yeah, but like, so
But now
how,
a car at like
how much
18,
was your
19,
first
20.
insurance?
That big old Audi.
No, that was my first car. Well, not the first car's
Like
insurance.
my first insurance,
Yeah, that'd be
1,800
going.
quid. I never had 1,800
yeah,
quid in my bank.
yeah.
My first insurance was 1,800 quid. I didn't have 1,800 quid in my
Yeah, no,
bank.
that's fair enough. I wouldn't have had it as well if it was that much.
That's right.
About
That's
1,200, I think.
right. So yeah, So I've just always paid my monthly.
Yeah, because I didn't have the bills and responsibilities you had.
Yeah.
If you hadn't got married at whatever, or moved in with a partner at that age,
Yeah.
you'd have had more disposable income.
But I just think it's just something I don't think my parents I probably do now, but growing up there was no way they paid their insurance and
See, I think it's a mentality thing. I don't like having monthly payments. There's some
you're
things
like that,
there's some things you have to have monthly payments for, like your phone bill.
Yeah.
So there's some things that can't be helped, like your Netflix.
Yeah.
But like if I can pay anything I can pay in one hit,
Yeah.
annually I do it.
Oh right, no.
Unless it saves me like £100.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about DFS? Or your sofa?
No, my mum did that when we got our sofas in 2008.
Interest free.
I would pay him in one. I prefer just getting it off.
Even if it was
I prefer,
interest free.
I prefer having it off my head.
Right.
Monthly, yeah. How many direct debits have you got?
Like, well, I rent, so loads. Like all my everything. Like,
How many have you
Do
got?
you not have one bill payer and then you give them all the money, or are you that person in the house?
I just me.
Actually,
I
that's
live
the
alone.
last thing, yeah. One
Yeah,
bill
I live
per-
alone, so I don't. I just
yeah. You have one person. You nominate one person to pay all the bills. And
Yeah, we used to have that at uni, but no, I live alone. See, it's me, so
Okay.
I just all the things because
Yeah,
I
then
don't
that's
own
it,
anything,
yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah,
just
fair
all
enough.
I just
You don't own anything.
Well, no, like all the furniture in my places.
Start paying council tax this summer. What a bitch.
Yeah,
What a bastard. That is.
Oh,
What a bastard.
I've been
what?
hopping around
For
mates.
what?
Yeah, That is chaos.
What band you in? D.
A bastard band. I told him because we moved.
What band are you in Chiswick?
Because I was living with my mum, and then I got married, so it was me, my wife, and my mum, and then we bought a house, and then it gets me, my wife, and my mum again.
Yeah.
And I told my mum what my council tax is, and she went, because that's not what her council tax was.
Oh.
Right. Council tax is it's such a big bill, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought
I'm the bill payer.
I didn't know. I thought it was the same for everyone. Ish, give or take a little bit.
Yeah,
No,
like
it's
£100
whopping.
annually. I thought it was like £10 a month or something. I thought it was similar, but it's fucking not.
yeah.
It's not, is it? It's,
No.
it's another mortgage, isn't it?
So you're the bill payer in your house then, yeah?
Yeah, me and my missus split it. Yeah,
Right, no, but what I mean, the nominated.
the names.
person.
Yeah.
I'll see. That's my wifey. I'll just give her. And my mom, it was my mom and me.
My wife's just going along for the ride.
Oh no!
Like now and again, she's chipping a little bit,
Right.
and then just having a great time.
Oh no!
God, the dream. What done?
She can't worry about her eyelashes and
I
6 Amazon packages a day.
I wouldn't
God
know.
knows what.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how my wife's getting on in the sense of like I give her what I've been told to give her, and I'm happy. Like.
Yeah.
So for as far as I know, she could be having me off. She could be living a good life. I don't think she is, but
that's all right though, isn't it? It's your wife,
yeah, I don't
innit?
care. Yeah,
Yeah, it's your wife.
I'm just like, oh, I'm glad that's that. I've got,
Like if my wife if I found,
having me off.
if I found out in 10 years' time my wife was fobbing me off this whole time for a bit of money, I'd be like, it's all right.
Would you be a little bit like props, like kind of mad respect?
Yeah,
for
I'd be
that?
like, I would use it against like you owe me something now,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't be
Yeah.
I wouldn't be fucking raging about it.
Oh no! Like so, we've had 2 bills come down that were 500. So she's a grand a month better off now.
Well, that's good.
So I like, but I just say to her, just keep it because I buy nothing.
Yeah,
As in like, so something happens. So for example, any cushions in the couch, I'd never ever going to consider buying that.
yeah, I don't care.
So like anything that just like keep the house going, she'll just buy. So
anything aesthetic in the house.
yeah, anything like that.
You do
yeah.
you.
Yeah, you whatever. You keep the extra money because you then spend the extra money. Same as like, I'll only buy the Milad clothes.
See, the way,
No,
the way I do it is like,
I'll only buy my lad clothes if it's footy kits.
yeah.
So I'll buy footy kits.
I got my black man thing, didn't I?
It was too
Doesn't fit,
small.
though.
Yeah,
Blackburn top.
yeah.
Why?
It was his original football team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, the only thing I buy for me lad clothes wise is football kits,
Yeah.
and then I buy them for me more than for him because he's only 3. So she does all that. So it's like, yeah, whatever extra money we get, you have it.
This is what Liverpool.
Well, he will be. Yeah. We'll have to. Yeah. You have no fucking choice in the matter.
Oh, that's fair enough. Brutal, same thing. Are you a
I've got Bootle FC. Yeah.
What's the word when you're not a proper Scouser?
Wool.
Are you a wool?
I don't know. It's contentious.
You told me that I was a wool if I didn't have a purple bin.
Yeah. I haven't got a purple bin.
Have you not?
No. So Bootle's like the Scousers' place in Liverpool. It isn't in Liverpool.
Sefton.
Do you know why Bootle's in Sefton?
No.
Because of King George V.
No, to take Southport's money.
Oh, yeah, fuck them.
Literally what it was. It was like, because Southport
They have as
Southport-
well.
Southport
Nothing on
fought.
that high street.
Southport fought to get its own council because didn't want to be part of Merseyside when like the Lancashire thing was like when we stopped being
Lancashire
Lancashire.
would have been fucking
But we were
powerhouse, man.
we were Lancashire and then we got
Manchester,
split.
Liverpool, and whatever is
Yeah.
Lancashire now.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's what Yorkshire
Don't know
did.
what it means.
Yeah.
Cunts.
Don't know what
So
that means.
when we split, because they didn't want to be Merseyside and Liverpool, they fought for Sefton, and then Bootle was like, well, if they're being Sefton, Liverpool was like, we're having Bootle.
I still take your Champions Leagues. I'm like, Lancashire's got the most Champions Leagues. I just take yours and Manchester United.
So you say that you are?
Yeah. I'm like, Lancashire. We got the best music. Take Beatles on the basis.
Who you
yeah.
argue with?
I'll take it myself.
I don't. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Hypothetical arguments in my head. Like someone's gonna come to me one day like Yorkshire's better. I'm like, no, it's fucking not. We got Oasis. We got Beatles.
And they've got Rob Thomas's one man nativity.
We got 9 now, haven't we?
Got Comedy Store, mate. Yeah.
Hot water.
Yeah. You fucking smashed it, mate. What have you got? Yorkshire? Fuck all. You're Happy Valley? Fuck off.
I don't know what any of it means.
It's alright, you're Polish anyway, mate.
So,
Yeah.
I need a piss as well, but
Let's
I'm
wrap up
refusing to go.
Yeah.
You're just dragging this on now, are we?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's nice company. You two.
It is nice company. It's easy chat. This
Just
is
sit here and listen to the podcast.
You do that a lot.
Yeah.
It's such a, I always feel for people listening to, because we inevitably, like, if we try really hard, but descend into like comedy chat, it's like, God, if I had to sit and listen to like financial like consultants talk about the in-depth finance, like I'd shoot myself in the face.
Podcasts are massive.
Yeah.
Finance podcasts are huge.
Of just people talking about like this shit, but in finance.
Yeah, massive.
Bloody hell.
Wealth management podcasts are massive. The only podcasts I listen to are true crime.
Yeah,
Only
well,
podcasts I
correct.
listen
Because
to.
trying to get into that field.
Yeah. Just doing a bit of research on that.
That's good. What's your favourite one at the moment?
What am I listening to at the moment? Actually, right now, I'm listening to Empire. The Empire podcast.
I'd love it right now. We have
Which
like
is-
an AirPod in.
Right now, I'm listening to...
when Rob shuts up, I can hear what's happening. Yeah.
What's Empire?
It's a podcast by William Dalrymple, who's a historian,
Yeah.
and this journalist called Anita Anand, and they just every season is about a different empire. So it started off about the British in India, which is what got me into it.
Yeah.
And then this second season is about the Ottomans. So I'm
That's
still into it.
cool.
Then the third one's about the Russian Empire, and that's probably when I log off.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me back a bit of true crime, please. And obviously, it still is technically true crime.
Yeah, it is technically true. It's the truest crime.
Where's the Ottoman
Yeah.
Empire based?
Turkey,
Turkey.
all that lot. Turkey and Arabia, they had it all. They were huge, man. They went up to Spain,
What's your heritage?
Pakistani. So Pakistan had the Mughal Empire. Well, India,
Yeah.
Pakistan had the Mughal Empire. And that's where the dish comes from.
Because obviously, like when you say before, like you hear Arab and you turn around, sort of thing, you're like the Arabian.
There's Muslim in it, because in my head I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Muslims just cast like most Islamic countries
Like,
just as your own.
The Arabian Peninsula is like 99%, 95% Muslim. So when I hear Arab, in my head I think they're talking about Muslims,
Right,
which,
you just think- you
which
just think
mostly they
Muslim.
are.
Right, yeah. No, because I was just wondering then, where like, so you hit Ottoman Empire, like, do you get a bit of a, that's our empire, that's like,
Yeah, I'm not a smile like that.
yeah, like fucking, yeah, go ahead.
So,
That's my War of the Roses, that.
Yeah. It's like like I see the killer. Like when anyone's like, Jack the Ripper could be Scouse, I'm like, yeah, you fucking could be, mate.
Yeah.
Best serial killer in the world.
The goat.
Yeah.
The fucking goat,
fucking
mate.
goat. Yeah, exactly. The idea that he could be from Liverpool, I'm like, yeah, fucking too right, he could be me, yeah.
You had a really good one in Liverpool. The guy with the feet, the jumper. You have Harriet. Oh, there was the security guy at work told me about him. There was like this guy in the Scouse like person with funny feet who jumped, the leaper, the jumper of the Liverpool.
What?
Right, okay, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better.
The only one I
I'm
know
gonna
is
find
but he's not a killer. Purple Lucky, the weird one.
No, he just
devil.
he just
Bloody.
touches. He just
who's that?
Purple Lucky.
Purple Lucky.
It's not him.
No, he's dead now anyway. He's
Is he?
Yeah, died this year.
God rest his soul.
No, he's,
R.I.P.
I want to do the Liverpool Museum. That's what I'm going to do very
you've
soon.
been here for a while.
I know, and I should have done the Liverpool Museum. I want to really get a grip
To be honest,
of
the
it.
Liverpool Museum shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I really just want to know some things.
It doesn't really explain much. Go to the Slavery Museum. That'll tell you a few things. Tell you where
TikTok
money,
probably tell you some
money
stuff.
from.
TikTok's dead good for stuff, you know.
It is, isn't
If
it?
you want to learn stuff,
Yeah.
TikTok's
Yeah.
dead good for it.
Yeah, I wish you like me
I just
algorithm
watch a lot
showed
of
me more.
UFC interviews. That's what I watch now.
My algorithm is about 60% messy and then 40% random videos.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You love Messi,
I
don't
do.
you?
You ever met him?
No. Oh,
Do you think
once, right. I was in a Shisha cafe in Blackburn. It's the local one, Donna Lunch.
And Messi was there.
No, there was a lad working there, and I was with my mate who'd come over from Dubai, and we were just like queuing up. And he works there, so I've met him a couple of times, like he served me and stuff. And he's gone, "Oh, it's you," and I've gone, "Yes, it is." And then he just launches in, no hi, no nothing, just launches in, going. He goes, "I need to meet Ronaldo." And I've looked at my mate, and you know when you're like really good mates with someone, you've gone, I don't know who he thinks I am, but fuck it, let's just go with it.
Right.
And I'm like, when? And he's like, well, you know, I've gone to the training ground, I've gone to the ground a couple of times, but just never never rolls down his. I'm like, well, I could text him, like, we could try and make it happen. And so I've just changed one of my mate's numbers in my phone to Sue, and then just got him to text me and stuff. I'm just gone, yeah, next game. And then coincidentally, within a month, Ronaldo did roll down his window and he met him, and then he sent me a thank you message.
Fuck off.
Stop it.
Yeah. And I went, yeah, he's sound. Like, you know, he's not.
So how did he? Well, I don't.
Do you still not know who he thought you were?
Ilyas,
Who just knows Ronaldo?
who just, I'm the most famous person he'd met.
Okay, so he
I'm
just
so
was
by
like, you'll
proxy then,
know all
Right.
the
I
ones.
must be in a
yeah,
WhatsApp group with Ronaldo.
yeah, you will be.
Saw
Yeah,
that.
and you must be.
He
Yeah.
thought that, yeah. That he literally went, oh, it's
I
you.
think that.
I need to meet Ronaldo. And
Yeah.
I've gone, yeah, sound.
Right, okay.
Well, fuck it. Well, I might as well roll with it, innit?
Right.
But I've got as much a chance to meet Ronaldo as he has. Actually, he's got more chance because he goes to the training ground, so he's got more chance to meet Ronaldo
Sure.
than
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, and he can go to the training ground because if someone starts pitching you the training grounds, like,
Yeah, they're like, what the
why
fuck's
the fuck's Tezza
what the
here standing
fuck's
outside
that
the training
Blackburn Rovers
ground?
fan doing at
I don't think there's anyone
Carrington?
I don't think there's anyone I want to meet
No.
that I'd be like, I want to meet. I'd be like, oh, it'd be like, oh, sound, that's mental that. But I wouldn't be like,
No, but I'm arrogant. I just think I'm like...
what have you met? Klopp?
I do enjoy seeing
If
Gerrard
someone
knocking
give you the
around the
opportunity
village
to meet
stuff.
Klopp.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that.
What do you mean someone give me the opportunity to be Klopp? No, because I'm... I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain. I'm an arrogant narcissist, aren't I?
Yeah, but we
So
all
I'd
are,
love to-
but we all are though.
Yeah, but I'm on a different level, I think.
Okay.
Like, if I met Klopp, I'd be wound up that I didn't have a 2-hour sit-down football discussion with him. And I'd be like, because why would I deserve that? But then in my head, me and Klopp should be sitting down talking tactics. And so if any meeting with him, we'll watch the fucking
Should be on equal terms.
Yeah.
I sort of get that, but not in that same way. In that, like, I do mean actually don't care really about famous people. Like, it's never bothered me.
Yeah.
It's never been something I've been like. One time, the Spice Girls. I just was a wreck. I was an absolute wreck. But because I couldn't, I think because the 10-year-old Hatty who was obsessed with them, I didn't believe.
I'd fall a bit.
That's it. I didn't believe they were real. I actually didn't. They live somewhere else in my head where they're not real people. They're like these superheroes that you grew up with. That was the one time I was like, I couldn't believe they were in the room.
Yeah.
Like, I was really.
What was the circumstances of that?
I was actually bizarrely working
party,
for. No, hilarious. Yeah, just my mate, my godmothers. Yeah.
Maisie's 9th birthday, it was. Dad hired the band.
They were actually serving. I was working for them actually, but so we knew we were going to meet them, but I sort of
But
hadn't.
nothing can prepare you.
Nothing when they walk in together. Like, I was like, I sort of just couldn't believe it. It was really,
I would like if I knew I was going to meet Messi, I would fully prepare myself. That'd be a
Yeah.
massive letdown because he can't speak English, or even if he does know, he refuses to speak English, and apparently he's quite cold.
Lloyd Griffiths is his mate.
Yeah, but no, apparently Lloyd said he's a prick.
Did he?
Which I kind of believe because I kind of feel like at that level, the amount of
From
shit,
Lloyd.
oh, absolutely.
the amount of shit you
man,
get, you have to do because you're Messi.
yeah.
Every fucking single he's this crisp packet or whatever. The amount of obscene shit that he must like. Why would he want to?
But also, he's at the level where
all he wants to do is play football and go home to his wife. And that's all he wants to do.
he's at the level as well. Where he,
And have a Mackie D's cheesesteak.
That's what he looks.
Fuck off, Tess, you fucking idiot.
You don't know him, Simon. Simon, you don't know him. You haven't seen the TikToks I've seen. The most famous autistic
That's what
man.
Messi wants to do.
What do you mean? I think my wife was trying to show me a TikTok once. So like apparently there was someone making a video like
Would Messi like the TikTok? Did
Messi cheat on his wife? I went, how fucking don't fucking unlike that.
Yeah.
And press down on it and press not interested.
this is how David Beckham got to get away with Bereka Lewis because people loved him so much.
No, but he did that shit, don't it? Even in the documentary says he did it.
Does he?
He cries about it. He's like that's the
Yes,
closest
that's
it came to the family breaking up and stuff.
Yeah, but he doesn't
It's
admit.
good
He doesn't
I'd like
admit.
to see him in real life.
He doesn't admit he done it.
He didn't admit it, didn't it? But it's implied.
It's implied. Yeah.
Because it's not also a denial either.
He also blames.
There's
her,
he blames circumstances.
He blames Rebecca Lewis for like bringing it on,
There's no
bringing it on his family.
He blamed the circumstances, but there's no like that didn't happen and that was awful because they thought I did something. It was like they loosely talked about it and it was like that was the hardest moment in my
yeah, because they talk about like
life.
being really hard and it's like
because my family nearly broke up and stuff and like so they.
Needs to be like Rooney in it and just be like, well, never mind.
But Rooney's circumstances were different. It's like,
yeah.
but if Posh never met Beck, she'd still be Posh Spice.
Yeah,
if Colleen Rooney never met Wayne Rooney, she'd be working at a co-op.
yeah.
Quite an assumption.
Or the Home Office.
Very astute
Yeah.
businesswoman.
The Home Office.
I was going to say
now,
she is actually. We're gonna look back on Colleen Rooney as a feminist for our time.
Oh,
she
she'd be a detective at. She'd be a rat in Merseyside Police.
I think she's a
Yeah, she'd be
fucking
a fucking
genius.
grass.
I think she's an absolute fucking
I
genius.
think she's a genius.
I think she's incredible. Like,
No, what?
Of course
apart from that one thing that she did.
no,
No,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
all of it. I think all of it.
No,
like,
right. You can't not tell me. I don't want to take away from a Scouse Queen, but you can't not tell me you look at Rebecca Vardy, you don't think you fucking rat.
yeah.
Oh, Rebecca.
100%.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, exactly.
Such
So
a
it's not going to be
weasel.
hard. Like,
100%. I mean,
She's such
it's
a
not like
weasel.
she had to remove loads of people. She had to go, who's the biggest rat on my personal Instagram?
And she probably had- and
there's
she
Rebecca
prob- and she
Vardy.
probably
I'll go for
went
it.
from 1,000 to 6
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And gone, it's one of these 6.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's the rat one.
It's not hard to go, right, who's the rat?
And also they've met each other, so they'll probably have an inkling of what she's like anyway.
Yeah, and she'd have
Like,
known.
we think she's a rat and we've never met her.
Well, she'd have known as well. She was at the Euros, and she knew she'd switch seats just to be by Colleen. So if Colleen already knows, you're willing to take someone's seat to be in a picture with me, you're willing to sell me down the river.
I feel a bit sorry for Jamie Vardy and all this.
No, he's clearly a rat as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's such a snake.
But he's a lad, though.
Yeah, but no, but if you're telling your wife, you're going home saying, these are the things the lads have done, you're a rat as well.
Yeah.
No, but that's just like...
I agree with that. I do grudgingly respect boys, the whole like boys trip, what goes on tour stays on tour, like, and I genuinely believe it does. And I sort of...
Yeah, fair enough.
Seen nothing, done nothing, heard nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, especially if he knows what she's like. And he's going there telling her daddy drink water's just been in the car crash because he's on the ale all night. She only finds that out through him.
Yeah.
But surely the cops know.
No, but Rebecca Vardy knew before, so did the papers before anyone knew. The cops probably know, yeah.
That's right.
She sold, that's what I mean. But
what I'm saying is there a world where he's just going home, I'm going, I love my wife, I'm just going to tell you about my day, and my mates are fucking knobbies and this, and he doesn't know.
Because she's horrible to him.
And yeah, she might be
a nightmare.
Yeah, and so he doesn't know that she's selling that to them.
No.
Like, is there a world where he doesn't know that she's doing that?
Yeah,
I think there is.
There probably is.
I think there is a world where he's not aware.
Are you interested?
And
by the time he's found out, she's the mother of his kids.
If he's had to be sat down, if he's had to be sat down and told, calm your wife down.
Oh yeah, they're not.
With all the paper stuff in the Euros, then he knows.
Yeah,
he's literally been told by he's playing for England, and it's a lottery win for him to get there from where he's come from.
His story's mad.
And he's been told by the captain of England never to calm your wife down because the papers are here too much.
But the thing is, like, all the other footballers, they kind of gradually grow into it, don't they? Whereas they came from being 23-year-old fucking just chavs playing football to like suddenly being superstars. Like, of course, it's a bit much for him. It's a bit much for her as well because she came from that. She had the same journey with him. Yeah,
I understand. Also, they're thinking we have a smaller timeline than everyone else to make money as well.
Yeah, because he's going to Leicester.
Yeah.
Ricky Lambert, his head's come off. Letitia, he's funny.
That's beautiful. That.
Letitia, what a fucking G. Are you getting him on?
If he come on, Ricky Lambert's the same.
Is he? Get him on, man. It'd be a laugh. I'd do it.
It's just
Theon's got a thing.
If you had one of them on, I'd love to fucking do it with them.
What was this?
Yeah, man, because that'd be so funny. Because I'd egg him on. I'd be like, fucking yeah.
Yeah. Problem
100%.
The problem is,
and I'd say I work at the Home Office, so you're right.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but then
I'd double down on everything that you say.
He'd have more to back his stuff up than I'd have to go against it. So in the end, that's why I'd be like, you're probably right.
The Earth is flat.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, the first. I don't know why it's
like. I would be like, these are fucking dumbasses. Of course, you're right.
No, but we're happy with him.
100%. It'd be you, Simon. You're looking at you. You look at you, Simon.
He's most easily led.
This piece of shit doesn't believe anything you're saying.
You could stick me in front of anyone, and I'll go, you know what? I think they're right now. That's just the way it is. Like I'll listen to anyone that's bothering, making it that their cause, and I go, oh, makes sense. And then you stick somebody else, and they go, oh, that makes sense. I'm so thick. Like I'm capable of no critical thinking. I'm just like an that sounds right. Yeah,
extremist wet dream. You.
Right now, I need to piss, so I'm definitely not thinking about anything.
He go back to church. The hymns will come back. We're good. Right. The right hymns on a Sunday. He'd be back in church. Like
just think when everyone makes it, I
church
can't
hymns bang though.
That's what I mean. But yeah, of course he did. Yeah.
I went to a Church of England school. Stone Cold bangers.
The reason they have hymns is for people like him.
Yeah.
Who go, oh yes, I
love the soundtrack.
Sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. Banger.
I danced in the morning when the world was begun, and I danced.
If they were doing that on a Sunday, every Sunday.
Why aren't they doing like dance remixes of those in the clubs? Because they would bang for a certain generation. People would go mental.
I think, but maybe I don't know. Probably loads of Catholic guilt. So when you're trying to finger someone, then the Catholic guilt takes over. You're like, oh,
it's just trigger warning.
That's not the DJ's problem, though.
Well,
it's not the DJ's problem.
No, but then the people who are selling the drinks,
galley, throw it back. Tamborini, how great thou art.
Like I'm convinced
how great thou art.
At the right part of the night, if a DJ just mixed in Baby Shark, the crowd would go insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A bit sickening that.
It'd be sick.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember at university we had like Baywatch? Baywatch had closed out the night.
Every time Night Rider came on,
closed out the night.
Oh
yeah,
my
days.
Yeah.
That was it. It was your childhood being played at you at 2 a.m. You were like, fucking yeah.
Yes.
In 20 years' time, and if we hear of someone Gangnam Style hits, we'd be like, fucking, now kids
move.
Going, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Gangnam Style, fucking hell.
And that's not even that old. It's what, 6 years? If that?
Is that all?
No, it's longer than that.
Is it than that?
Yeah, gotta be.
I'm a shit sense of time.
I think it's at least 10 years.
I can't believe like 1990 was like 34 years ago. 33. That's mad.
hard,
That's
hard.
mad. That shouldn't. That's not like.
You're 96 now on.
If you go 23 years backwards from 2000, it's 1977. That doesn't sound right.
You're 96 and you're 98. They're my two. Like, you tell me
Euro 98.
You tell me they were around the corner.
Euro 98.
World's 98.
Sorry, we're 98 and you're 96.
Like in my head, Roger Federer was just playing tennis 5 years ago. Like, it's not.
He's still in his peak.
Like 2 decades ago was like John McEnroe.
When was Pete Sampras then?
96.
Greg
95.
Rosetsky.
Sampras. Oh, God, yeah.
Agassi.
That was 90.
That was when I was growing up. Early to mid 90s.
Yeah.
When Stephen Hendry was winning everything on the trot.
Yeah.
So in my head, he's still the GOAT, even though I know Ronnie O'Sullivan is.
I'm mates with John Higgins' kid, which is mental to me. John Higgins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Listens to this podcast. As kid does.
Nice.
Couldn't believe
Alex
that.
Higgins.
There's a world.
And like Damon
There's
Hill.
a world where John Higgins has listened to our podcast, just like accidentally.
God. I'd
Oh,
love
nice.
Unreal if
He's like top 5 of all time, innit?
is he?
I think so.
When you were trying to get back to his house, then you.
Yeah.
Ronnie and Stephen, top 2, right? They're gone.
Rocket Ronnie's a different.
Yeah, Rocket Ronnie and Stephen Hendry, they're top 2. Steve Davis, maybe. Just because of the amount
John
he's won.
Parrott, he lives by ours.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not top 5.
Yeah, character the worry. Character.
It might. I think.
How much?
he gets in.
How much sportsman? How much you take into account the whole thing, or
Sport. I mean, just the sport. The technical aspect of playing the sport.
so? No, but your greatest sportsman, would you just? You take
If I was taking the greatest sportsman
for
of
me,
all time,
Ali,
then I take that. Then I take that in. Ali, I'd understand. But if someone said to me,
like top 5
there are people
top 5
better.
greatest sports.
If someone said to me there are people better at that sport than Ali was at his sport, I'd be like, yeah,
Tiger
would be one.
Yeah, but I'm saying sport and icons.
But like, yeah, in terms of
Your
pure
top 5, I'm going
greatness
Ali.
isn't the same as best.
Yeah.
So best of all time and greatest of all time are not exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Or that the greatest of all time are sometimes often
Just
also the best of all
Goat
time.
on the boat sort of thing. Like Jordan's always going to be peak basketball.
Like Maradona might be the greatest of all time just because what he did, I think, is probably greater than what Messi did.
Yeah.
But I think Messi's a better footballer.
And he done it beat up.
Yeah.
He's got
But I think
respect.
Messi's a better footballer though.
She's saying what they stood, like what the movement
What
was
they did,
around.
everything about them, yeah.
the circumstances of when they were playing,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like him taking Napoli to a Scudetto twice when they never won one is probably better than what Messi's ever done.
Yeah.
Let alone that World Cup.
The economic impact he'd have had on that time as well.
Yeah. He was offered 100 mil at the time to go to America and turn it down because they wanted him to get dual citizenship, and he said no.
who?
Maradona. 100 mil in like 1989.
It was everything that he was though, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying. When I think of sports, and that's I think Ali's the greatest for me.
I get that.
Just
Like, he's my hero as well.
yeah, just like the fact that he defied government. No Viet Cong's ever called me. Like just fucking.
Imagine you
I
have to
fucking
go
love
to
that.
war,
Yes,
and if you don't, you go to prison. And
by the way, not just have to go. You're a black man, not
Yeah,
saying no to
yeah.
conscription. Like you're a black man at that time saying no to conscription.
yeah,
Robbie Savage.
yeah.
Exactly the same. No, exactly
Yeah,
the same
similar,
story.
similar.
The Robbie Savage feature as
Yeah.
well.
It's
Yeah.
just fucking funny, isn't it? It's just
Lad.
just a head case, isn't
He's
he?
just up there with your top 5.
Yeah, he's
Robbie
But
Savage,
he's
Jamie
talking about-
Vardy.
he means technically.
I can't stand Robbie Savage.
that's why he's funny.
He
innit?
played-
'Cause he's
Yeah, but
just-
I know, but
he played for Blackburn, so I don't mind him.
No, but I can't stand him because he cost us the Liverpool v United's game against. Played them in
What was
Shearer.
he-
Didn't
What was he doing?
there was a 24-hour sport relief thing,
Right,
and they were doing all different rivals.
right,
So they got Liverpool comics and Manchester comics,
right,
and we played 5-a-side outside Salford,
right,
like studios. And Alan Shearer and Robbie Savage were on each team.
right. Whose team was Alan Shearer on?
The other team, the Manx, and they won. And Alan Shearer was taking it dead seriously, and Robbie Savage was being a bellend. And I told him to get off.
There was no Scousers that could play for Liverpool.
No, because them two were on match of the day at
Oh,
the time.
because they were there, right?
Because they were the match of the day at the time. They had to play in every single game for 24 hours.
I can imagine Shearer taking it as seriously.
Shearer took it dead seriously. Robbie
He's
Savage was
such a
being a
twat.
bell end, and I was fucking
Well,
furious.
there's
Shearer's
also-
a gigantic twat.
Why?
I think he's a twat as a pundit. I think he was a twat as a footballer.
Was
I
that
think
Robbie?
Shearer. I think
Oh,
Shearer's a-
Shearer.
Oh yeah, I don't like him at all. I think he adds nothing to a punditry team. Like nothing.
I love Alan Shearer.
Oh,
He was my guy.
But I'm a Blackburn fan, so that makes sense.
okay. I think he's
Who do you
smug. Oh no, it's just gonna make it worse.
Chelsea, Fulham, QPR,
No.
Man United,
Yeah.
Liverpool. Man United.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why?
that's disgraceful.
Because my
But
dad's-
it's dad's Lancashire, though,
Yeah, it's my whole family again.
Okay, yeah,
the
no, Bury,
whole
Bury,
side.
Bury,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Bury
yeah.
connection makes
Like
sense.
the whole side.
and Bury
is-
don't have a football club anymore.
No,
RIP.
they do not.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a shame.
I
But
said
yeah.
that to them on stage once, and I just regretted it immediately. I don't know why. I was just,
Too raw.
I was just doing a bit shithousery, and I went, "Oh well, at least I got a football team." And then I shouldn't have said it. Then,
Oh, you
why
said
the
it like that?
yeah.
Oh.
Why the fuck have I said that? I immediately felt bad. I went, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shit thing to say."
Especially because you're like, I don't even believe that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that to like annoy you.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I felt shit about it.
Mad that you don't like
I
Shearer.
really don't. I just really,
That's also
really
because he
don't.
turned them down in '96.
No, it's
after
not.
the
I just think he's smug and I think he's thick. Like I think he's a thick person. Like what David Beckham, when he comes across in interviews, you're always a bit like, okay, but like as my
Shearer's
dad always
hard.
says, he could read the game. Like no one read the game like that. Like he could see
Who?
past
Who?
Beckham. He could see
Yeah,
past
yeah,
before
yeah,
it happened.
yeah,
I think Shearer's just thick. I think he's just a thick person.
No, he's
I don't
just
think that's
no.
fair.
That's,
He's hard.
that's so unfair.
And also, he was a brilliant footballer. Like he was
Yeah.
a brilliant footballer. Yeah, two
Celebration.
horrible.
Iconic.
I don't know if it was quite like that, but yeah, yeah, it was more like
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's 245
No,
degrees for me.
yours
That
is
that's 245 degrees for me. That yeah, let's do that. Can we just
Palm
can
to
we
the
just in
air.
isolation crop that out and just write hashtag Gaza?
Hashtag was there.
don't get me started on that commotion.
Yeah, I literally, I was thinking, I'll turn it. We'll do this off pod.
What?
Right, Hatty, where can we find you? I'm calling it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I don't know.
That's why that was it, because I
That was you just want to go. You just want to get
need to
yourself
go.
You're
cancelled
keeping
for a
this
week.
going. I'm trying to call it for the
I
guests.
know.
I'm just here. I'm just around in the north
Pratty
having a lovely
Heston.
time. At
Big
Pratty Heston,
Fizz,
yes.
follow that.
Oh yeah, and Big Fizz is starts next week. Is my show. So yes, that
Yeah.
is also starting.
Tez Ilyas.
Yeah, at Tez Ilyas everywhere. I am going on tour next year, and tickets are released on the 1st of December. So please buy those.
Yes.
It's
Go
called
to them.
After
Lovely
Eight.
Christmas present.
Yeah,
Yes.
lovely Christmas present.
It'll be a lovely Christmas present if that's what you celebrate. And if you don't, still
Yeah.
be a nice present. anyway.
Ironic Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone should be allowed to be involved. What do you feel about Mo Salah celebrating Christmas?
Personally, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, there's bigger problems, like the devil on Man United
Yeah.
shirt. I think it's a bigger problem in football. But people get angry about all sorts, and
Yeah.
like I don't really, it don't bother me personally.
Yeah. Silly.
Also,
Really,
what people forget is in Egypt, there's a massive Coptic Christian population.
Yep.
So I don't know what his wider family is. I don't know what his friends are. I don't know what his wider community is at home. I don't know. But
You
Like,
think the
I
Man
don't-
United bad needs to change?
yeah, 100%. Or you know what it is? It's I don't really care about it that much. But it's it's the one thing I could use to stop my younger brother supporting United. Genuinely, I was like, you
then
can't.
these
They've got a devil on their badge. You can't support them. And they were like, they're winning. Everyone supports them. You can't support them. Devil team.
Good gift.
Get him. So
Well
there's no
done, eh?
morals here.
Right. Ta-ra.
Cheers.